Yeah, let me go piss.
Okay, you go
Before I
piss.
forget and piss myself.
I'm just trying to find it. Okay, there we go. There. All right, I'll do that too.
Welcome back, everyone. Just starting up what should be uh the last session of our Sekiro race. Kind of doing a last second check here to make sure everything's coming up right. Looks like all the sound is coming through clear, but I'll double check. Let me know if anybody can't hear anything. Obviously, nobody's in just a second, but hopefully people will be. Let me put out the word that we are started.
Back at it again, baby.
Then we're waiting for Matt to get
What I
back.
miss?
Okay.
I'm here.
It should probably be
Let me take
Matt. You
another.
should
Let me
probably
take
get
another.
to the same spot Aaron's at, which is right in front of the door.
Okay. That's
Nah,
what
fuck him. He wanted to look around for some more prayer beads. He can go do that.
I did tell Aaron I wanted to go do that, but
He did. Fuck
for
I
him.
now,
mean,
I think I
if
don't
you,
care
I,
Nah, nah, nah.
anymore.
I
Go
mean, I
ahead.
didn't know you plan to go do
All right,
other
I'm at the
stuff. You
door.
still can if you want. I just
How
didn't
do I?
know. But either way, you guys
Yeah, I
give me a
know.
countdown whenever.
No, we're good. All right, Aaron.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I
Fuck,
don't
how do I
remember.
run? Okay.
I immediately remember the running.
All right.
That's
Last
all I
last
remember.
run of the game. This should be the end. I'm doing it first try. This game is gonna be over, and I can go back to
Okay.
playing melee. Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Oh man, he hurt me.
So, this is going to be the last boss fight of the entire game. If you've been with us the whole race, then you kind of know where we left off. Um, it's been about maybe more than a week since both these guys have been
Oh shit!
back in this fight. So we'll see how much that time either hurt or uh, helped
Give me my
when it comes to
fucking
keeping
money.
frustration down, when it comes to
Oh,
getting
come
rid of
on.
bad
Oh,
habits. Aaron manages to make it through Genshiro first try. Meanwhile, Matt's gonna still be kind of starting up from an early deficit as far as progress, but he can make it up depending on how Aaron deals with the next couple of phases of Ishin. There is very much a real chance that Aaron could finish off the fight in the first couple of tries, although truth be told, Aaron's had drinks, so he's dealing with that deficit. But it doesn't seem to be hurting him a whole lot.
Oh, he does it like that. If I
Oh,
do
give
that.
me my fucking attack move. Hey,
Wow. Okay, I can't do
I'm
that.
being ass. I should have been drinking earlier.
Alright, Aaron makes it through phase
Oh
one
fuck!
pretty much without getting touched.
Oh, see, never mind. I was talking a whole lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like that, Aaron takes
You
that,
do that.
Fuck you.
like takes a quick loss.
Then you got kicked in your chest.
Now we may see what I mentioned last time talking about
Oh shit!
not beginner's luck,
Hey,
but
alright.
beginner's fortune is what I prefer to call it, where the first few tries are your best, and then when you get down into the nitty gritty of trying over and over again, then that's when
Oh,
the
I
grind
run,
really
move,
starts.
run, move.
You get really close the first like 2 or 3 tries, and then you start your progress slows down. You're not getting as far as you did in those first couple of fights. That's definitely what we may see happen to Aaron, depending on how he deals with the momentum loss and
Oh, the
taking that
hezzy.
death.
I forgot about the hez.
Matt definitely has a lot more ground to make up. So, as a reminder, Last time, Aaron was a few slashes away from finishing the entire fight. He made it all the way to the last phase of Ishin and got his health bar posture nearly full, and he managed, but he got like 2 or 3 times, but Ishin managed to hold him off each time. Meanwhile, Matt has yet to consistently get past the Genshiro, the very first part of this boss fight. And even after that, I don't think he's ever gotten past the first phase of Ishin. So he's making up a lot more ground.
Oh, fuck! Hey,
so he's starting at a real deficit, and he's going to have to make up that time. Hopefully, Aaron being a little jolly tonight might work in his favor. But truth be told, it could go either way. Aaron is not immune to playing and being on his game while drunk, so it doesn't really change much.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
still taking some big hits from those unblockable attacks from Genshiro.
That was so bad.
He's got to get that muscle memory for the timing back.
Oh, fuck me. That was the run. That actually was the run.
Were you on the final phase just now?
I was almost on the final phase. I needed like 2 more things.
Jesus. You're gonna win this.
I did the first 2 phases without getting hit.
Yeah, you got this, I think.
I almost had that. I fucked up.
As a reminder, we're hearing Matt's sound from up top.
I need to play some Marvel 2 music.
And Aaron is going to be
at Marvel 2 music on this,
at a mic delay, because we're hearing him through Matt's sound, but Aaron's on the bottom, so he'll be at a bit of a delay.
Let me play on some Mario Kart 8 music.
Whoa, why is it?
Okay. Oh shit! Oh my god, I got away with that? I didn't get away with that though. Yep.
I'm busy. Whoever
is
letting him in my room.
Okay, I need to play some music because we're not playing music.
Aaron takes another loss, and we hear.
It's not helping.
And we see Matt trying to go in for his next run. There's no telling. I mean, I feel like there's a small chance that neither of them manage to get through this fight tonight. We don't really have a time set for the end of the stream, just like we barely have a time set for the start. But
oh shit! I took away that song. Okay. All right, I'm wasting time.
The possibility of both of them not making it through tonight. This is smaller, but still existent. Is what I'd put that at. It kind of depends on if all the things can drop together for Aaron.
Little do I know, Matt's already done with the game.
I think if it doesn't happen for Aaron early, then
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Things may change.
2 minutes.
But as for Matt's progress, anything
Where are you going?
Possible. Matt's dealing with Genshiro pretty well here.
What? Oh, I couldn't see it was on the ground. I thought I was up.
Well, he was, but this may be... He already had to heal once. Well, he could... Alright, so he still makes it through... Oh, he missed the timing.
I fucked up. I got too hyped.
It almost happened in the exact same time for both of them. Matt didn't hit the button again in time to get the death blow that he earned, so now he's got to fight Genshiro a bit more to get that posture built back up again, and now, there we go. But that did cost him a couple more hits. Same for Aaron, except Aaron actually died as a result. I think Aaron missed the death blow at the same time. I didn't see exactly what happened on Aaron's screen, but I assume that's what happened. Either that or he just kind of messed up, but... Again, Matt is still getting used to this first phase of Ishin, so we'll see his progress here. It's important for Matt to get the fundamentals of this fight down quickly if he hopes to catch up to Aaron. Fundamentals like just recognizing Ishin's different animations as he does his different unblockables or his different big hits. He's going for the same spacing and parrying on Ishin's dual strike that Aaron had down so well before. He might have watched the last commentary to kind of pick up on that strategy.
Why would I do that knowing that it's going to be at that time?
While I'm explaining that one move, Aaron makes it all the way through phase 1 of Ishin, so Aaron's making good progress here. I think he's really technically got the first 2 phases of this fight down. It's just whether or not he's going to be able to push through the entire fight.
What the fuck do you want now?
Aaron is doing pretty well this run. He did take a death early on, but it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of this fight, considering he still hasn't used any of his healing gourds, and he still has 1 resurrect left.
I fucked.
He takes a small hit there. Oh, and then he takes a full death there. Doesn't take many punishes, or doesn't take many mistakes for an entire run to be thrown off. So after this, he's not going to have any more resurrects left for this fight, at least in this run. So he's going to have to get through the next 2 phases without taking any significant hits in a row. Meanwhile, Matt up top starts his next run. And this time, the parry on that gunshot.
Oh, fuck.
Ends up knocking him back and loses his opportunity to possibly finish this phase, and now he's taking some hits. He's looking for time to get that healing in. He manages to do it, but now he's in a bad corner. He's going to need to get out of that corner if he wants to make good progress on this fight, probably, because he's not going to have the room he needs in order to run away from certain attacks. He may not need to if he's lucky and Ishin keeps kind of attacking with his normal blockable / parryable style attacks. I think it worked out for him. If he gets 1, 2, 1 more good parry. Oh no, Ishin's keeping his distance. There, he got some good strikes in, so that's phase. He's down to the last phase of Ishin. We could see the end of this fight right here, the end of this race right here. Aaron's gonna be going into his items to see if there's anything he can use to boost himself, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. He doesn't really have. He would mostly want another resurrection here, which he doesn't have. He doesn't have another Jinzo statue to spend in order to get back a resurrection, so he's gonna have to do this all with 1 life bar. He still doesn't have the lightning reversal down quite yet, which is not necessary, but it definitely helps in this fight a lot, or it helps like speed this fight up. It does a ton of posture damage if you manage to get that lightning reversal on Ishin.
Oh, okay. I don't think I can move there. I was almost done.
Yep, he almost had it. Died on the last phase from while healing. Being able to pick out really good healing times is a key skill in Sekiro. And even all the way at the end of the game, it's one that you cannot be completely
I can do it. I just have to believe in myself.
100% on. Oh, that was a close hit or a close one for Matt. He's lucky he was able to dodge through that. Kinda. There are invincibility frames on the dodge in Sekiro, but they are very small. It's not like Dark Souls, which gives you kind of a healthier amount of invincibility frames on the dodge roll. Seems like Matt may be able to make up for his mistake here. No. Just like that, Genshiro cuts through, gets a kill on him right when he almost had that posture bar filled. I would say it's almost not worth it to keep moving forward if you die to Genshiro. It's just quicker and easier if you just like take the full death and then start the fight over, kind of like Matt did.
I didn't expect to miss that.
But Aaron soldiers through anyway, so we'll see what happens. He's got to do the rest of the Ishin fight with no resurrections on his side. I think that's going to be... I think Aaron having some drinks in him is okay, but where he's going to falter as a result is the resource management and the decision making around the edges. I don't think being a little jolly is gonna mess with his reaction time or his parries. His combat's gonna stay the same. What is gonna affect is like him not recognizing that he's going into the rest of this with no resurrections. It's not to say that he can't beat it. It's just if he's setting himself up for wasting all this time if he makes any mistakes between now and the end of the fight. When he could have just taken the loss and came back with a resurrection and then just do better. Because look, Matt is just now starting back up the fight against Genshiro. If Aaron had taken the loss against Genshiro, he would be at the same spot. But now, if he doesn't make it through the rest of this fight perfectly without dying, he'll have to start over and he'll be kind of at a deficit. But at the same time, it doesn't matter if Matt doesn't make the progress. So mostly just a bit of overall strategy that, you know, neither of these guys are seeing each other's streams, so they don't know where each other is at exactly in the fight. So it may be a thing where they even made that decision differently if he knew that's the way that works. But overall, the best he can get out of this part of the fight is getting that one of his backup resurrections filled from getting death blows. But with the way he has trouble with lightning attacks, that's the main thing that I'm thinking he needs a resurrection in store for. But he could prove me wrong here. He's still in this fight against Ishin on the second phase. He did take a hit early on, but he's got 8 uses of his gourd left. But the thing is, he's not filling up his health either. And against Ishin, who will kill you in 2 hits,
oh wow, he kept
leaving any amount of health on the ground results in that. That might not have killed him if he had a full health bar. So in Ishin's fight, it doesn't feel like you need to worry about that amount of health, but that's one less attack that you can make a mistake on. And that's something that I think maybe both these guys might need to pay more attention to, is
just because I keep fucking up.
Is making sure their health stays as full as possible.
How are you doing, Matt? You haven't said anything.
I'm focusing.
Meanwhile, top Matt made it
I usually am quiet.
Genshiro
Play.
pretty well.
You're either quiet when you're doing really good or quiet when you're not doing so good.
Or I feel like I'm louder when I'm doing worse. or more often than not, at least.
Matt could try to go for the slow and steady approach to this fight, which would be, he mistimed that parry. But at the same time, not entirely his fault, because that did feel like it took a little bit longer to come out than usual. Now there's a flash. You can see his Ishin's sword flash right before he actually makes the attack. And I don't know if...
oh my god, what am I doing?
Yeah, I don't know if Matt was able to see that flash from where Ishin was last time he did it. Meanwhile, down below, Aaron's looking like he's in a lot better place now.
That's just annoying. What a dick.
So, well, we'll see what happens. Well, he immediately takes a hit, but even with that, he's got pretty much 2 resurrects in the bank, because by the time he gets to the second or third phase, as long as he gets probably 1 more death blow on Ishin, he'll refill his second backup resurrection, and he'll be looking kind of pretty. He did have to use 1 healing gourd after taking an early hit from Ishin, but at this point, they're not to the point where they're lasting long enough in this fight for healing gourd uses to be as useful, because Ishin just does too much damage all at once. You're not going to get 9 mistakes that you live through on Ishin. If you make 2 mistakes in a row, that's enough to kill you, and you have to place your healing correctly in order to come back from that mistake. There's a lot of process to that. So even though they're both going into the later phases of these fights with a huge amount of healing on their side, you'll notice they keep getting knocked back to the beginning every time, because they keep focusing on, or not focusing, but not focusing enough on cleaning up their small mistakes. At the same time, Aaron gets a death blow, the first death blow, and gets to kind of like the real part of the Ishin fight, which gets him back some of his health. That's also another thing that's good to keep in mind, is every time they get a death blow on Ishin, they get back a chunk of health, although it's not nearly as big as if they use their health gourd, or the healing gourd, but it's still So like the amount of health gone from Aaron's life bar right now would probably be fully healed just about, or maybe a little bit less than that, by a death blow on Ishin. So then you can like kind of preserve your gourd longevity-wise if you really are on your shit. But neither of them are really giving me those impressions yet.
I was stunned.
Aaron's kind of already out of that beginner's fortune phase I talked about earlier in the stream, and he's kind of back in the, well, we're back on the grind. He managed to make it into phase 3 pretty quick, or he made it to phase 3 at all, which
what am I doing? What am I doing?
Is great.
Why did I do that?
But now it might be a while before you see him get there again. Depends. Oh, Aaron takes it. Oh, Aaron takes one more good hit and he's out of it. Meanwhile, Matt takes another loss up top. You kind of got to give something between you and Ishin if you plan to heal from a distance because he has that gun. But that's not even safe because then you can't see Ishin to be able to react to whatever he's doing on the other side of stuff like rocks. Again, anytime I mention things going wrong for Aaron, though, or things that he may not be doing optimally, this game, if you just persevere your skill, you can overcome any of that. So it's less of me being wrong if he manages to do it, and it's just like, oh yeah, great, he managed to do it that time, because you can still have one hit of life left in Sekiro and still be fine to beat the whole thing if you just get on the run that you need, and you just get in the zone and you make all the right decisions. But we're just not seeing that yet. Oh, and there goes Aaron down for the count on this run. Reminder to our 2 viewers that I see, I am watching the chat. If anybody has any questions or needs a reminder on what they're seeing, then I'm here to provide. But otherwise, we'll just kind of be focusing on the guys. But I'm keeping an eye over there. Matt is still having trouble with that Genshiro phase, though. It'd be funny if Matt ends up having more trouble with Genshiro overall than he does Ishin. Like, once he actually gets his foothold on Ishin, like, he beats all the rest of the phases of Ishin in one go, even though he's barely even getting to him. Definitely possible. Improbable, though.
I need to be careful with that.
Aaron gets a little bit greedy, goes for some extra swings on Genshiro, but Genshiro teaches him you've got to stay patient. Even when you know what you're doing, you can't take shortcuts in Sekiro, otherwise you pay for it a lot of times. Enemies can parry you just like you parry them in Sekiro, and that can result in some mistakes on the player's part.
I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to deal with that.
There you go. That's a better choice.
That's a loss I'm not willing to accept.
When I was doing this myself, I got to the point where I just didn't move on unless I got through Genshiro without getting, not even just not dying. If I got like hit by him significantly at all, I would just restart the run, because there's no reason to not get to the point where you can get through Genshiro that perfectly. If you made it this far in Sekiro.
Try to press that.
Not that he's easy, but he is. All of his timings and his patterns have been reduced to the point where there's not a whole lot presenting an actual threat in relevance to the rest of the things that you had to deal with in this game, considering some of the other enemies and bosses that you had to deal with, including
show that shit later.
The original fight against Genshiro.
Shit, so early. So then I press it. Then it's too early.
And as we can see below, Aaron
the only
manages
attack in
to
the whole fucking game.
Not get through that fight without getting touched either.
If you do it,
he's getting sloppier.
No, it's no. Well, that shit I hate too. But like, no, when he does his like thrust, the first phase guy, when he does the thrust attack, he waits so long to do it. So
Oh yeah, the hezzy.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. It's like the whole game. When you see that symbol, you press that shit and you're safe. But he does it, you press it and you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they keep it consistent?
Official commentator.
I could be wrong in what I'm saying, but I don't think
Matt is wrong in what he's saying. There are several different timings for the unblockable
I feel
reactions.
like that's the only one that does it like that.
One of the most obvious being, for example, the Seven Spears, Ashina's Seven Spears General with the big spear, the one that we talked about being
the
like
last
the
boss
second
had
or
a sword
third,
the whole time instead of a fucking spear.
second or third mini boss, or second or third hardest boss in the game, mini boss in the game, with his big spear. He specifically has a unblockable thrust attack that has a big, heavy delay on it.
Like I was almost on the third phase, but then I died from some bullshit, so I just decided to kill myself.
There's different timings for
a
lot of the attacks in Sekiro.
Yeah, because I feel like I need the resurrects.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So I don't want to waste them.
Yeah, Matt's making a good call on that. Meanwhile, down below, Aaron's having a pretty
if you don't have that,
decent
if you're missing like the second resurrect and you don't have the first one, you might as well just give up. Because it's like that first phase is okay. That second phase you might take one of your resurrects, and then that third phase you definitely need it.
I feel like Aaron's getting in the zone at this point. He's not necessarily gonna just run away with this, but at the same time, he's kind of calmed down a bit. He's a little less jovial, and he's kind of getting down to wanting to get this over with.
My posture's broken. That was a one-hit kill.
That was indeed a one-hit fucking kill. One-hit unblockable thrust after he had his posture broken. Down below on Aaron. Meanwhile, up top, Matt is slowly chipping away at Genshiro. Ooh, he gets real lucky. Just like he said at the same time, that was a real lucky Akiri counter during that heal. So it sounds like Matt's problem is he's not readjusting his timing to this specific boss, and that's going to get him in trouble. You can't expect at the end of the day, no matter what the excuse may be, even if this is something that only happens in this fight specifically, it's not in the rest of the game.
Every single time.
You have time to learn. We've been here. We've seen both of these men do this fight over at least 30 times, probably more. You have to adjust and adapt. That's the thing that Aaron's consistently kind of
one-hit kills like every other
been ahead on, is adapting to the changes per fight. But we'll see.
This is a hard game.
Aaron took another loss down below. Maybe this is Matt's time to shine. Come from behind one if he can get through the next 3 phases of Ishin. He doesn't get here very often, but he's got 5 more healing gourd uses, and he's got 2 resurrects in his pocket.
Because, like, honestly, all it's going to take is to have, like, one really good run and to pull it out. That's all it's going to be. It's not going to be like, oh, we really, like, I don't know.
I know what you mean.
Like, we figured it out. Like, that was perfect. We're like, it's so easy.
Yeah, no, it's going to be like,
oh, no, we have one
everything
really
is
good one.
working right now.
Yeah.
RNGesus is at our side.
Yeah.
Matt's going for a strategy of kind of trying to take advantage
like,
of
we didn't use any revives until the last, we didn't use any revives until the last, fucking phase.
I try to let them talk instead of trying to, like, mumble things together, but,
he's a cunt.
He's trying to,
That's not fair.
what's the word?
He's not supposed to be able to do that.
Either way, he's trying to take advantage of the game's AI. Matt is trying to take advantage of the game, manipulate the game's AI to go into his favor. He's trying to wait for specific attacks that he feels comfortable dealing with,
melee.
Which I don't think is going to work in Sekiro.
Melee is way easier than
mostly
Sekiro
because
is a bad game.
With that strategy specifically, if you're not getting regular hits in on Ishin, if you're just trying to go for, if you're just trying to go for parries, you're not going to be doing the actual damage to make the posture damage stick. He needs to be going in and attacking regularly as well. You can't only parry in the case of these bosses like you can with other bosses, because they also take their time and stay at a distance somewhat if you don't go in.
Fucking piece of shit for that crap. Like, oh my god. Like, there'd be some times when phase 1 where, like, he'll hit me with some crazy damage, so I'll try to roll back, you know, to get some space, and then he snipes me like
Yeah.
while I'm on the floor. Like, like, can you give me 1 second, please? Oh my god.
Alright, Aaron's got made it to Ishin with
Take away your bow and arrow, he's nothing.
nearly,
Actually, no, he's still a lot.
a perfect set of healing, two resurrects and 9 healing gores. I think he used a smaller healing item in order to catch back up on that health he lost from Genshiro's one attack that got through. I'm kind of honestly surprised that Matt is still having as much trouble at this juncture as he is.
No, I'm gonna get attacked!
Not because I think Matt's overall like a bad player or anything, but it's one of those things of just like Aaron did, he's managed to make it this far.
Like, that can be said about any part of this video game.
Like, it's kind of weird because not like this fight has anything ridiculously different from the rest of Sekiro. It's a high difficulty fight, but that's mostly because of just how much they expect you to do in a row without making mistakes, more than any kind of new mechanic or
2 times already. This is the 2nd time he's done that.
unseen attacks or anything like that. Like,
Fucking.
this is just a test of everything you've learned up to this point, and I don't feel like Matt
Ow.
lacks in those skills to the degree that he's having as much trouble as he is. It's very surprising. Or it's not very surprising, but it is at least a bit. But we'll see. Maybe he'll be able to finish off. Wow, Genshiro is sticking in there. Well, then again, I didn't actually look at his posture here, so he probably wasn't all that full. It just kind of looked like it. There we go. So now Matt gets through Genshiro. Not completely clean, but anytime Matt gets through Genshiro is a good run for him right now at this juncture. Meanwhile, Aaron is working on phase 2 of Ishin. And he is looking pretty clean as well. Just because this is all of the runs that get to Ishin phase 2, at least when it comes to Aaron, definitely feel like that any one of those could be the run. He usually, if he gets that far, he's usually on a good run.
Come on.
And then everything just goes wrong in one fell swoop. Similar to that. But he goes, so he takes that hit from down below. Aaron takes that hit from Ishin.
Pressed that shit.
Manages to
You're
get away.
A fucking asshole.
To get that healing done. And I think that's what he has to stay on top of.
Just give me the stabby part. I can counter the stabby part, but you keep doing other moves except for the stabby part. I just want the stabby one.
Ooh. Oh, good dodge from that sweep by Aaron. I wasn't sure if
I wanted it to do at all.
Since he's thinking so much about the
the
thrusting unblockable attacks, I thought he might have done the wrong thing there, but he adjusted. Aaron really needs to get another heal in.
Of course.
But I bet he's not going to. Yes, and now he goes down. He really needed to take that opportunity while Ishin was doing that charge attack to get some distance and get a heal in. But he had a resurrect, so we'll see. He takes another big hit there. He needs to get distance and heal again. He's so close to the end of this fight. There's no reason he needs to stay in his
hurry
face.
up and beat this shit. I want to play Apex.
I'm trying. You don't think I'm trying? I'm legitimately trying all the time. No, he's fucking killed. Okay, baby, it's not gonna be that easy now, is it?
So Aaron does make it to the last phase.
Oh fuck, it's not easy.
Sounds
I'm trying to run away. He won't let me run away.
Alright, that was a heal that he shouldn't have gone for. At least the timing on that was
now I got
great.
a chance.
Alright, so here we go. Aaron's at full health. He has 1 resurrect. He has 4 healing gore uses, and he's in the final phase of the fight. This is a pretty good place to be for him. He could finish it this round if he just keeps his wits about him. Doesn't take any risky moves. If he just plays the long game,
every time
he can
The
do
problem
this.
is it's not every time. Every one of his thrusts isn't a hezzy. It's only some of them. So it's just annoying.
That's a moderate hit from the gun there.
Oh no!
That sounds bad. That sounds like something bad happened to Aaron.
Stop chasing me! Stop!
Aaron took some big hits, but he still didn't get killed. Ishin's not letting him get too much distance to get that last heal in. The last phase of Ishin is very aggressive, unlike everything leading up to him. So he's not going to give you the opportunity to
I wish I
get
didn't
those
have to fight
heals that
phase
earlier
1.
phases do. Oh, Aaron just cannot get the distance he needs. Now he's healing left and right, and Ishin is just not letting him do it. This phase is just like, once you make a mistake, he is not going to let you get away with it unless you wait for an opening that you would probably normally use to take a attack. You pretty much have to save that opening to heal. And even then, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get that opportunity. The game's not over for Aaron. He still has 1 life left. He's got no more heals. He's going to have to just go on and finish
I
this
was lucky.
if he wants this to be over.
I fell for the Hezi again, but just barely, so I got away with it. It still counted for me.
Aaron's being kind of hesitant at this point. He's not going in like he was on earlier phases because he's trying to do this slow and steady on the last phase. I'm not actually sure if that's what I would specifically advise for him and his play style. It's kind of not what he's used to, but hey, if he manages to pull it off, then he pulls it off. But we'll see if it actually works out on the long run for him. The only problem is he's going to have to stay on his game because Ishin at any point can do something surprising if he's... Okay, now he's kind of going in. He's kind of staying in the mix. You got to stay in the mix. But he takes a hit there, and that could be the game for him, depending on if he makes one more mistake. This runs over.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I was so close. See, it was like 75% posture.
Yep. And again, we're hearing Aaron at earlier on the mic than we're seeing his footage because of the delay, but as he said there, we could see that run was not the run.
Why are we so bad at this game? If this was anybody else, they would have been beaten this early.
That's true.
I think they're both...
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Overestimating how badly they're doing
so
this fight.
I don't because I can't beat
this boss is the last boss of Sekiro. It takes a lot to do. And it's not... They shouldn't feel bad. I feel like I've said this last time. Even though I'm speaking as if I know better because I've been through this fight and I'm commentating, it took
how much they punish us.
Probably just as many tries
if
as
I
these
try
guys
to get
in
1
order to actually
second
finish
to
it.
breathe.
Maybe less because I had less distractions in the way of streaming and talking and looking at chat.
I don't like the fact that the boss has multiple one-hit kills. That feels like too much. Like 90%, okay, give me just a little bit of a chance. 100%, oh, I got hit once because I was healing and I'm dead.
Although the other difference between their runs and mine is they're going in with less resources too. I pretty much had a ritual of...
Okay, so he doesn't hesitate at all with his...
Several buffs that I would do before each try of this fight. Because I had more resources in terms of like extra attack power and extra posture damage, that kind of thing. But they don't really, they have at their disposal, but they would have to actually go out and find the specific things I'm talking about. And I don't know if that time would be worth taking at this point. I mean, who knows? I feel like that's the only difference between Aaron making it to the end or not, is if he maybe went to go grab some more Aku candies, which I think gives him an attack boost. If he had more of those, I think that's all he would need in order to kind of like super boost his way to the finish.
Whoa! Oh, I got lucky as fuck.
Matt is doing probably better than he has in that fight ever, but still taking a loss. Ivan below. Aaron takes another big hit, but he doesn't get killed.
Alright. Come on, Marvel 2, baby. Give me my fucking good music move.
Here we see Aaron making it to phase 2 of Ishin again, which means the fight's officially started as far as a possible run to the end. That said, Aaron's kind of looking rather mediocre on this run. He's got 5 uses of his healing gourd left, and will probably only have 1 resurrection available to him during this fight, this run. As we saw last time he got to the last phase of this fight, he mostly needs his resources to carry him to that phase, because it seems like it's going to be the phase that intimidates him into making the most mistakes that he'll need to recover from. But may be the situation where this isn't the run. We'll see.
I'm fucking dead.
I
No,
feel like
no.
at this point, even if Aaron makes it through this phase, he's just not going to have enough healing left to deal with the mistakes he's making anymore. While Matt is still getting beat by Genshiro's unblockable thrust, he's just not getting that timing down like he needs to.
I just let that happen. I just let that happen.
And he goes down, and meanwhile, Aaron also goes down. But not for good. Matt's down for good, and he's going to restart the fight, but Aaron might as well probably call this run, considering he doesn't have a resurrection left, and he's only got 2 uses of his healing gourd. It's not looking pretty for this chance, or for this run.
Sekiro dies twice is the worst. Shadows Die twice is the worst Sekiro game of all time. It's a fact.
Oh, I was doing the move!
Yep, Aaron went in for the big attack. That's the other thing that Ishin kind of, well, that's the thing that Sekiro kind of does in general, but Ishin especially, is just like the super armor through attacks that a lot of other games of this type might not do.
Stop getting all your posture back, you fuck!
Which is, if you hit Ishin during his attack, like when he's charging or when he's getting ready to swing, he does not give a fuck. He's going to still do his attack. And because of the priority, even though Sekiro is a lot faster and a lot more combat oriented than the rest of the Souls series, it still keeps that core principle of animation priority somewhat, in that if you go to attack, you can't necessarily cancel that depending on
barely
the
got that
timing.
off.
So if you attack him if he armors through your attack while he's charging up his, and you get hit, you're gonna get hit by the follow-up most likely.
Oh no. Okay, I think I'm seeing a little bit more of places to where it would be beneficial if I parried, but I, for me, should probably just like backdash or run away.
Oh, I forgot about that completely. Why did I do that?
I don't know if I agree with Aaron's assessment there.
But it was
There's
a phase 2 where he does like the
ton
big
of
wind blade, but then it hits like the second time.
I'll let Matt finish.
And I
yeah.
completely forgot about the second time, but I
So you
remembered
just ran in?
Yeah, I remember every other time, but that time.
As I was saying, I don't think there's honestly a lot of attacks
I'm not used to
that Ishin
second
does
guy's timing at all.
where backdashing is the answer.
It's the
Hardly
second
ever.
and third phase that are just fucking me. The third phase completely.
Like, he's fast, but he doesn't really give you a tell, you know, until it's too late. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm about to attack. By the way, I just attacked already. Like, before, like, what? Like, the first phase, you see the tells, like, pretty heavily. It's like, oh,
Yeah, they're like
boom,
abusable.
oh, boom, oh, but the second guy's like, I'm gonna hit you, I already did. It's like, you want to see me hit you? Want to see me do it again?
Aaron running into some trouble on Genshiro, but yeah, there are a few attacks that should be avoided probably by fully running, sprinting away, but there's very few things I can think of where a back dash, just like a quick short movement
first guy is
backwards,
honestly
gets
just
you
like,
away out of
Do
trouble.
I have to heal or not? And honestly, at this point, even if I don't heal, I feel like healing doesn't matter in the first fight. It's like, oh, I get one more heal, but I use so many that if I use too many in the first or the second phase, that it doesn't matter. I'm gonna lose no matter
Yeah.
what.
I feel like for me to consider it a run, I can only use one heal max from the first phase.
Yeah, I feel like if I use any more than 1 or 2 heals before the second phase, the run is over.
So both of them kind of coming to the same conclusion I did as far as healing early. Except they both talked about how many heals they had to use, but obviously they're not
He gets his posture back so
putting
fast.
enough importance on the resurrections. Neither of them mentioned, oh, if I die in the beginning, then I consider that a blown run, which is important. It's probably more important than the healing, but Sekiro makes it feel like it doesn't matter as much. But in the moment, like,
oh wow, I didn't.
especially in this fight, Ishin does so much damage. Like Aaron said, he has so many one-hit kills. Having resurrections in your pocket is
yeah, I feel like
vital.
I have to have like 5 or 6 heals left. I don't know. I have to have enough heals left.
I mean, obviously, you don't have to have a million resurrects,
I thought that
but
was gonna be a plan.
if you don't have
That
at
was not
least
a
one resurrection, you're trying to do the rest of the Ishin fight. Like, if you lose a die
Oh,
to
God, I got stuck.
Genshiro,
That was so close.
like, you use another resurrect. Like, if you're in Matt's situation, he died to Genshiro, now he's fighting Ishin. What's going to happen is he's going to die. He's going to die to Ishin sometime in this run. He's going to use that resurrect that he has, his backup resurrect. And now he is, again, not going to have that backup resurrect for
Jesus.
2 to 3, maybe more runs.
Okay, I'm not doing this right.
Because he'll have to build it back up from getting death blows over and over again. When he could have saved that,
Okay, that
backup
one is
resurrect
not a hezzy at all.
for the real run. And it would be way more useful for him in that run. Meanwhile, down below, Aaron is making his way through phase 2 of the Ishin fight. He's only got 4 uses of his healing cord left, but he's got 2 resurrects on deck, pretty much. If he gets one more death blow, he'll have the second resurrect.
Give me more of those, you fuck.
Matt's doing pretty good against this phase. This is the best I've seen him do against phase 1 of Ishin. He's almost gotten through it. He's staying on his game.
Come on, I was blocking. No.
Takes a hit there, but it's not a huge one. Takes another larger
shit.
hit, and that's enough to take that
I
resurrect.
didn't know what to do on that. Okay. Oh, I just wasted that.
And just like I said, he's aware that he wasted it. So it's one of those things of, if he hadn't have kept going after he died to Genshiro, the easiest part of this fight, the part of this fight that's
stuck,
supposed to be
and I just wasted
nearly
that
perfect
shit.
every time you go through it, if he hadn't have wasted his, kept going after losing that initial resurrect, he wouldn't have even been put in a position of wasting the second one. And that time would have been saved. So now,
I
okay,
didn't know there
so
was- I
he's
didn't
not
see
knocked
those
all the way back
attacks.
to 0 on his backup resurrect. That's the other thing I forgot. Is like the secondary resurrect kind of just moves into that slot, and then the progress starts over from there, which is why they generally have 2 resurrects ready most of the time. But even then, Matt's not going to have a second resurrect on deck for this run of the fight, I don't believe. It depends. I'm not sure if that's enough. If 3, well, I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if 3 death blows will be enough to get him that second resurrect back. That's if he even gets that far. So we'll see. Meanwhile, down below, Aaron is still dealing with the second phase of Ishin, and it hasn't gone well for him. He's down to 1 heal, no resurrects. This probably isn't a run for him, even though he made it to phase 3. He does have a backup resurrect that he got at the same time of getting that death blow, but this is all he's got. He's got 1 death and he's got no heals, or 1 resurrect and he's got no heals. So this could still very likely be the finisher if he stays on his game, doesn't make teammate. Never mind, he gets hit real big right there. He's got no healing. He's going to have to rely on that resurrect. But the thing about the resurrect is you can't use it like a heal either, and it makes you completely lose your momentum in the fight as far as posture.
You had him, Aaron.
Me to come on?
Yeah, God, you're the closest. I haven't even made it to the final phase.
I've died.
I don't even think. Yeah, I haven't made it to the final phase at all. You made it multiple times, Aaron. Come
I got
on.
to the final phase with 1. Dude, this is hard.
God, get good, Aaron. Come on.
And Matt hasn't
At
even
this
made
point,
it to
I'm
phase
rooting
2
for
of
you.
Ishin yet.
It's
He talks
so
about not making it to the
hard.
final
I'm so
phase, but Matt
tired.
hasn't made it to the second
Why is
phase
this
out of
game
3
so
of Ishin.
ass? It's just like the small mistakes keep adding up, and that's what makes it hard.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I healed at the wrong time. All of my health.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't parry like I should have. That's all of my health.
It's literally you mess up, you're dead. Like, there's no coming back from like the mess ups. Like, you're lucky if you can come back. It's kind of, it's so unforgiving. It's...
So the situation as I see it is, honestly, if Aaron stopped doing the fight and he went back to get more resources like items at a shop, he'd probably have a good chance of finishing this a lot easier. There's so many...
the problem I have now is
he's
that
also not using his ninja
only
tools
one
at all.
revive. That's not enough. Yep, because I just took 75 damage. 75%.
On the other hand, Matt going to get more resources and get more items would not help him.
Stop running!
That's not what Matt needs.
You're not supposed to be running.
Matt's going to have to get his combat timing down.
Right?
And his combat down from just playing the fight over and over again. But he's just not making the progress. He's just not getting through phase 1 kind of solidly. But the rest of the phases of Ishin are so different.
Oh, that's that. I couldn't tell.
It might as well be a different boss fight in terms of muscle memory and learning. The first time Matt has to face that spear of Ishin's, he's gonna be thrown for a loop. Not to mention the gun. I don't know how much. I know Matt watched the commentary, but I'm not sure how much he registered of his later phases. In terms of like what to expect in terms of attacks. But he's seen some other stuff, so he may be aware. But it's also very different being there yourself in front of Ishin's spear and pistol than knowing simply that he's going to use the spear and pistol.
Ishin fucking double overhead bullshit mix up. I fucking hate that move. It goes so far. It's not supposed to. It's a glitch in the game. I think the developers didn't intend it.
That could have been an opportunity for Matt to finish off his phase. If he doesn't do it now. There we go. And Matt makes it through phase 1 of Ishin for the first time.
No, I don't think they did. I think it was an accident. It was some intern who made it.
Let's see how he deals with the spear.
Okay.
Oh, fuck!
Aaron, this guy's fast. I don't like this thing.
Yeah, I wish he would die. Like, right now.
So now Matt's in a very observatory phase where he's just going to kind of watch the attacks and kind of learn what Ishin is capable of
I hate you.
once his spear is out.
I'm going to tell your mom. Oh, I can't backdash. Backdash doesn't have any iframes. This game is ass.
As I mentioned earlier, backdashing is hardly ever the right answer.
You did that move. Stop doing the same move. That's not fair.
Aaron's got an uphill battle if he expects this to be the run, but he can't do it. He's got 5 heals down on the bottom screen. Aaron's got 5 heals, no resurrects for the rest of this fight, but he can't still do it. It'll just be tough. He's got to be on his game. Meanwhile, Matt's still in the fight up top. He's lost a life this phase, but as you can hear, he's learning at this point how this phase works, which is more than he's done ever before. So he's making steady progress. We'll see how often he gets back to this phase.
Oh fuck! He really did that off the gate. That's bullshit.
All right, Aaron made it to the last phase. Like he says, this could be the run. Not feeling like he figured something out, but it could be too late if Aaron manages to make this.
Fucking kidding me, really?
Oh,
that's just rude.
Aaron mistimes the Makiri counter on the thrust unblockable. He's gonna need to find some space to get a heal in. manages to pull that off. He's probably going to need the second one if he expects to go to distance, though. He's going to need to find more space and get another heal in. I don't know if he's going to take the time. There's not a whole lot of free time when it comes to fighting this phase.
You are seriously shitting me my balls right now.
All right. Well, he manages to get the lightning counter, but he doesn't hit him because he's lower on the hill, but that's enough time for him to not be affected by the effects of the lightning. I do the one
thing the game wants me to do, and it doesn't work at all. Because this game is ass.
The lightning redirection? I'm just guessing.
No, I did the lightning reversal.
Yeah, reversal.
And then it missed, and then he shot me.
That'll teach you.
The problem, Aaron keeps putting himself, as you can see, Aaron keeps putting himself in the road, possibly subconsciously because it's easier to see.
He's like,
than with all the flowers. But he keeps ending up lower than Ishin instead of in Ishin's face where he needs to be when he's doing the lightning reversal to get the best out of it.
He just shot me again because I'm ass at this game.
And Aaron messes up the lightning reversal and he takes that loss. He's gotta be closer.
Tristan, I did it 2 times in a row and I got nothing out of it. I tried, Tristan. I did what I was supposed to do, Tristan.
That's gonna be a big oof from me, dog. He's
gotta. Wasn't close enough.
He wasn't close enough. He wasn't high enough.
To him the entire game and not be a little bitch boy.
If
I'm not a bitch boy, then I die.
It's more about his elevation and a combination of elevation and distance. Yes, he's too far, but the lightning reversal goes pretty far as long as you are higher than Ishin. That helps a significant amount. It's kind of got to be a combination of both. But yeah, being up close kind of solves both those problems because if Ishin's high, then you'll be high. But we'll see. Overall, taking the high ground in this fight is a good idea in general.
Just give me 1 fucking second. Like, just let me fucking heal for literally 1 second.
Meanwhile, up top, Matt's going, can you give me a fucking second heal? That's a funny reference that more people should get, but they won't because children. Just like that, Matt Aaron makes it through Genshiro in record time, and he's already back in the fight. Meanwhile, Matt is back to phase 1 of Ishin. He probably needs to be punishing Ishin. If he's going to take the time to run away from Ishin's really big linear wind attack, Matt really needs to be doing a lot more with that opportunity. There's so many strong attacks in Sekiro, and Ishin is wide the fuck open while he's doing that attack. You can hit him with so much free damage, but both of them kind of are just completely forgotten about their ninja weapons. They've forgotten about their ninja skills, their ninja like attacks, and they're just doing regular swings, which is, you know, enough to beat the fight. But if you're having this much trouble,
if I'm not gonna live, neither should any of my kids.
Jesus.
Watching them is making me want to. I need to get this game reinstalled.
What I really don't like
so I can
is when you
stream
get
it after
hit
this.
by an attack,
maybe
right?
Not tonight,
and
probably,
then it stuns you
in general.
So your L1 doesn't work anymore.
There's like a. I want to figure this out, but there's like some weird mechanic. There's like some weird mechanic. If you press L1, it like staggers you for a second, and you're like brace for a parry or something. But you don't actually do anything, and it fucks you up. I feel like I've seen that so many times.
Well, I've gotten it where like they're doing a combo on me, and like one of them will hit me, and it'll stun me to where pressing L1 does nothing.
I'm gonna explain what's happening to these guys for what they're talking about.
So at least I have seen that. So listen, I gotta put on my music. So I'm taking a positive. But there has been situations to where, like, I tried to press L1 after getting hit or right around when I'm about to get hit to like, parry, and I get hit, and then I press L1 afterwards, and it, like, stutters, and then it tries to, like, do the block stance, and then that would completely fuck me because I can't do anything else. So if I get hit after that, then I immediately just take full damage. Because I can't parry, I can't attack, I can't do anything. So I don't know if that's just me mistiming the kills so late that like it's like an actual punishment, or I don't know if that's like me doing some fuck shit and fucking up.
I'm not sure about that exact scenario, but my main trouble is when I get hit with like a combo, like the beginning of a combo, and then I'll be stunned for the rest of it. Wait, what did you say, Tristan? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Oh, is that what is happening? I thought it was just me getting hit in general. Mm-hmm. It might have been that. Okay, I wasn't paying attention to it the last time. I thought it was just me just getting hit, but I probably did have some pretty full posture now that I think about it. Yeah, I pay attention to it like maybe 10% of the time.
Oh, okay. Well, you usually.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta watch that then.
Oh, well, I ran into that and I took full damage like I've never done before. Oh, what are you gonna do it again? I don't know.
Okay, I'm back on commentary mic. I was thinking of kind of also addressing the thing that Aaron was talking about, which is slightly different from Matt's situation, where I think Aaron may not be aware that getting, not only blocking attacks in Sekiro makes your posture damage go up, but actually getting hit also fills your posture bar. And if you get full posture from just taking an actual hit, then that's pretty much going to result in you taking 2 full attacks. You take the attack that broke your posture, and then you don't get to do anything about the follow-up attack.
That's not fair.
And I think that's kind of closer to what Aaron may be talking about, because he may not be realizing that your posture can be broken even if you don't have a guard up. And it results in feeling, it makes it feel weird, and it makes it feel kind of sticky and bad when that kind of specific thing happens and you're not aware that your posture was full, but we'll see. So like up top, and Matt immediately, just kind of to demonstrate, got his posture broken. He had to take a kneel, and there was nothing he could do for the follow-up attack, so Ishin just got a free kill. The posture system works pretty similarly for both the computer and the player in terms of the results of that bar getting filled. And that seems like that'd be unfair, considering Sekiro's bar is so much smaller than the enemies. But the thing that makes it fair is having so many more options for dodging and tools for offense. So now Aaron's entering the last phase of the fight with a Resurrect and 5 uses of his healing gourd. This is a very good opening for this phase of the fight on this run. It definitely could be the one if Aaron doesn't make too many mistakes. Oh. Aaron's just... The times when he's in the right distance to get the lightning reversal, it feels like he's then he's mistiming it, and the times that he times it right, he's at the wrong distance or height, and he can't capitalize. It's a real bad combination.
Oh, I got so lucky there.
Oh, Aaron takes another big hit. Aaron's kind of staying in there, but he's already taken a death.
Come on! Will you just attack me? He's just... I don't like when Phase 2 or Phase 1 of...
Come on! He has a gun!
Ishin,
he shoots me after he hits me!
He's just walking. Like Okay, there we go. Now he wants to.
Yeah, that was a rough one. To be fair for Aaron, he got that lightning reversal, but Ishin was like jumping backwards as he did it. It's kind of the thing where you're not going to get the lightning reversal unless you not only jump at the right timing, but you also have to kind of jump. You have to rush Ishin while Ishin is charging the lightning, which is very hard to do because it's very intimidating.
Oh, this is really it.
Oh no. Aaron only needs one more hit and then he's out of the fight, but he's gotten further on the fate. Well, not further than ever, but... Oh, that was... See, Aaron kind of did it there. He jumped forward, but it wasn't enough, and the timing was also a little bit
I couldn't do
off,
it, man.
but... That's demoralizing. That's a big demoralizing hit to Aaron's psyche.
Man, I feel like I get punished for doing what I'm supposed to do. On phase 3, sometimes he does that electric move. And then after he does the electric move, he shoots you with the fucking gun.
Too.
So there's been times to where I purposely get hit so I can do the reversal, and then I get shot with the gun so it doesn't
Oh my
matter.
god. That sounds just like the worst.
But I'm pretty sure it's like, oh, because I didn't hit him with the reversal, that's why he does it.
Oh.
But it's still like, come on, man. I did what I was supposed to do. Why were you fucking me? So I can get closer?
Hey, come on, Aaron. Are you a fucking idiot?
Well, yeah, because when he does his lightning thing, sometimes he, like, jumps back. So I guess I have to get closer to get as close as possible.
Come on, Aaron.
Yeah, I guess I'm just scared because, like, anytime he does
Figure this out day one.
I'm like, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to be this close, because if I am, then I'm gonna die.
Commentary mic. I pretty much told Aaron the same thing I was saying on commentary about
I wish he had a sword the whole time.
Being closer and jumping towards him when he's going for the lightning reversal, and or just bypassing the lightning reversal entirely and just avoiding his lightning attacks and trying to go the distance that way. It does take a lot longer, and it's a lot more. It's a bigger war of attrition at that point, but it's definitely doable.
That is so stupid.
I don't know. See, I don't know what that was. My posture wasn't broken. Maybe I mistimed the parry. It made me stagger, and then I can't do anything there.
So did you see what I was talking about? Like, I don't know. I mean, Tristan mentioned the posture being broken.
Well, yeah, but I was paying attention to my posture.
I thought there were times where it wasn't broken for me, where I've gotten staggered.
Well, yeah, my posture definitely wasn't broken. I don't know if it's like I mistimed the parry so late that, like, that forces me into, like, a situation to where I can't do anything. That's what it seemed like. Like, I got
could be
hit
wrong,
and then I tried
but
to
I feel like I've seen times where I just got staggered from a combo, like, even without the posture breaking.
That is definitely doable, too. Let me let them know that.
I don't pay attention to the posture too hard, so I can't really do it.
Oh, wow, I was so close that I took all that damage. I've never been that close before. Stop running! You're not supposed to run, you're a boss! You're supposed to let me hit you!
Aaron quickly forgets about the monkey boss. That all they did was run.
Fuck those bosses.
I'm gonna keep a closer eye on the posture bars to make sure
Shit, hold on.
what I'm telling them is
If I
kind of
cut it
accurate.
completely.
I feel like most of the time they get staggered. It is a result of a full posture bar, even though it doesn't look like it because
Just
it's
do the thrusts more
skipping.
often. Those aren't that hard.
It doesn't show you a full posture bar when your posture's broken. It shows you where your posture is left after it's broken, which is a hard thing to explain. That time, Matt's was definitely fucking broken. That was easy to see. That's why he's dead. Not only
Oh, I kind of got sick.
a lot of Ishin's deadliest attacks come if he breaks your posture specifically.
Okay.
I hit the move. How much later was I supposed to do that? If I waited any later, I was gonna die.
No, Matt was supposed to wait later. He just did it way
I
too
can't
early.
believe I did that too early.
He
for
did that way too early.
thrust. I was too early on that thrust.
He was too early on that thrust.
That quick fucking thrust.
It wasn't
That's
that quick.
ridiculous.
This is a general thrust. They all have a similar delay
Oh, you're
with
charging up.
Ishin.
Anytime I hesitate on that thrust, I'm dead.
That's not true.
The one time I go early? Ridiculous.
Okay, he did a double that time. He usually doesn't do the double when I fight him. That's fine.
So we passed the hour mark here on what is supposed to be our last Sekiro stream, but anything can happen at this point. Hope everybody in the audience is enjoying the show as these two ninja warriors hopelessly flail at this master of all martial arts and weapons and guns, Ishin, the actual hero of our story. Just kidding. They're both doing well-ish.
What the fuck? Why are you not locking on? No, stop. Lock on. Oh my god, lock on, please. God, Jesus Christ.
I think Aaron's running into some controller issues there.
I lost so much posture damage because my game decided not to lock on.
I don't know why he decided to heal there. I didn't feel like he.
Oh.
What started that little combo of like trouble there feels like he healed and then he got hit and then that set off. But I didn't feel like he had any health gone that he needed to recover. Man, I feel like watching this fight. Jeez, I wonder how much trouble I would have with this fight at this point.
Ah, so fast.
Like, I feel like the muscle memory is still with me, even though it's been probably No, I think I beat this game again earlier this year. I'm pretty sure I beat this game again earlier this year.
What the fuck am I doing?
I can't remember now. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was working on my next playthrough, but that would mean that I beat the game last year, so it'll been over a year since I did this fight. But even I, watching it, still feel like I'd be okay at it.
Just whenever he wants,
Maybe we'll
and not
see.
really let me know.
I'm gonna start the download now while these guys are doing this.
Okay. Oh, you don't get stunned.
Well,
I do.
Aaron has gotten to the second phase of Ishin. He's almost done and into the third phase
Yeah, if I'm
with
too
two
close to him, I
resurrects.
can't do anything about that move.
But at the
I
same
have
time,
no heals and I'm on the third phase.
yeah, he's got
Third
no
or
heals.
Fourth. Third for Ishin, or
Yeah.
oh, so you're in the last phase.
Yep.
Okay, go. Please,
Oh,
please.
I got stuck on a rock and it fucked me. It actually fucked me so hard. I was on a rock.
Oh.
I wish these rocks weren't here. Honestly, like they serve no purpose but to fuck us. Like that is it.
Oh. I feel like I'm actually the worst ever of all time. I get so far, yet in the end, it doesn't matter.
Ah, man. Oh, that was kind of cool.
Haven't said a whole lot in his last few minutes, kind of letting the guys talk for themselves. Kind of seeing a lot of the same, but progress is being made. Aaron, I feel like Matt has gotten the first phase, even though it's still not clean. He's gotten the first. He's gotten Genshiro down during this stream in a way that he didn't last stream, which is very promising for him. I think this is the time that he will need in order to catch up to Aaron, and it's completely possible that he'll do it.
God, the first guy is just such like a button check. Oh, are your fingers warm? Are you ready to fight this bullshit ass fuck guy?
Okay, yeah, that was a good choice by Matt to not necessarily go in, possibly. Instead, he made sure his posture was fully empty there, I believe. I think that's the reason why he didn't follow up on that big sweeping attack. And well, just like that. Oh!
He just didn't do anything.
Matt just keeps timing that thrust too early.
Sometimes I do like the counter, or the buttons for the counter, and all my dude does is just like dash forward, but he doesn't do the shit. He just like goes to the side of the sword. Like, come on.
Are you talking about when he tries to stab you on the first phase?
No, I'm talking about the second phase, dude. Like he's doing the thrust, and I did the counter. But
well, I'm talking about first phase of Ishin.
Oh no, yeah. Oh yeah, first phase Ishin. Yeah. So I'm doing.
When he like.
Sometimes like my dude will just kind of dash, and then just stand in front of him like looking stupid.
Yeah. No, I don't know what it is, but I understand completely.
Yeah, I'm doing the. Like I went to the side of the thrust, like the thrust missed and I missed.
It's like slightly off. Or
yeah,
something.
The thrust missed and I missed, and then I get hit with like the next hit.
Aaron making it through phase 1 of Ishin pretty clean. Relatively clean. 6 healing gourd uses and 2 resurrections left.
Just fucking stab
That time
me
I
over
pressed
this,
it and it didn't do it. Or unless I hesitated too fucking much, which I probably did.
I don't.
I'll have what he's having.
It is entertaining for all to see the frustration build back up again. I think the week away probably did more harm than good in the case of Aaron. If we had stopped that stream and then taken like a day and then gotten back to it, I bet Aaron would have been in a lot better place. But due to outside obligations, this last stream ended up having to be delayed for quite a while. And while Aaron's not starting from square one, he's definitely not as hot as he was at the end of the last stream overall. I mean, he's done pretty good today. It's not like any of it's bad. He's made it to phase 3 a good couple of times. But I feel like he's just kind of like the momentum isn't there that he had before. And he's got to get that momentum back. He's got to get on that roll again in order to actually roll through to the finish. He's doing okay on phase 2 here, but he's only got 2 healing gourds left. And he's gonna have to use one of those to get that health that he just lost back. So he's gonna go into phase 3 with just 1 healing gourd left and 1 resurrect. That's if he makes it to phase 3. He's knocked on his feet. Situations like that, that combo situation right there is the ones that can end an entire run.
Phase 1 Ishin, not Ishin, phase 1 Genichiro. When you go up to him and he's about to do an attack, and then you're about to parry, but then he's also trying to parry. So you both just kind of pull your swords out and don't do shit.
Aaron's on phase 3. Kind of opting to keep his distance and avoid the lightning like I kind of suggested, and just going for punishes instead. Using the lightning reversal more to just avoid taking the damage as opposed to being worried about doing the damage back, which at the end of the day is more important than, it'd be really good and quick in order to be able to get that lightning damage on Ishin, but I think Aaron's opting just to avoid the situation, which may be the thing that gets him through the rest of this run, ladies and gentlemen. He's got 1 healing gourd and 1 resurrection left, and with him not making mistakes on he gets up close. He manages to get the lightning reversal.
Oh, come on, dude.
Doesn't give you a ton, but it gives you, look at that damage to his health. That's real good damage. So now Ishin's posture is going to be building up like crazy.
And by so many, I mean 2.
Oh, no!
Oh!
Aaron takes a big lightning hit there, and
too far forward.
So close on Aaron. That could have definitely been the run, but that was great. I think Aaron's in his place.
Over and I can finally do something else instead of thinking
hurry
about
up,
Sekiro.
my guy.
Oh fuck me! I just want to beat the game and see a big booty ass white.
What?
I don't know. I just want to beat this game.
All the big booty bitches just come out of the fucking hiding.
Like, yo, we've been waiting. We've just been waiting for you to beat the game.
They're like popping
You're
champagne
like, yeah.
on their tits and ass. Like, yeah.
You did it.
We knew you could.
That's what I'm waiting for, man.
They're all playing Marvel vs. Capcom music.
That's honestly what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for all the big booty bitches after I beat this guy, and them to be like, "Oh, you did it! Time to clap cheeks."
Whatever keeps you pressing forward, man. I'm at the point where I know I could beat this game.
All right, we got a couple more people in the chat room. Welcome.
I just really
gonna kind of reintroduce what's going on here. We're watching a Sekiro race between.
It really just punishes you. You miss,
JazzyDjent up top, Matt for short, and Logoszr or Aaron for short at the bottom. Both these players have raced Sekiro from the beginning on stream. Available on my site where I've been running commentary on my my Twitch channel. You can see past broadcasts if you want to watch past sessions.
I've known what to do.
And here we are at the very final boss. We've been at the final boss for 2 stream sessions now. Both fighters, both of our racers, have been trying to overcome this final boss in Sekiro. We've already been streaming for an hour, almost an hour and a half tonight. Last stream against the final boss lasted about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that. So this boss fight in particular has given both of our racers significant problems. At the bottom, Aaron is doing better overall. He's made it all the way to the last phase of this fight. Not consistently, but definitely more regularly. About once every 5 attempts, he'll possibly get to the last phase at this point. Matt has yet to get into the final phase.
And I just started, so this run is over.
That doesn't sound good.
So Matt still is the one with catching up to do.
I'm fucking up on the first phase. Like, I'm using all of my heals, and I'm not making any progress on his posture.
Why don't we have unblockable moves?
Yeah, right? This is a shit game.
They do have unblockable moves. They are the moves that they are hitting Ishin with whenever he swings and misses, and does not block their attacks.
Okay. I've wasted like 5 heals.
They also have a bunch of ninja weapons they could be using that are technically unblockable, but they just aren't super helpful, like shurikens and stuff.
I just missed completely.
This doesn't look like it's going to be the run for Aaron down at the bottom. And it's definitely not the run for Matt up top.
I swear, this game knows when I'm healing. I swear, because like this dude's just
it totally does.
This dude's just standing here, and then I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna pop a heal. He's like, oh, you are? Like he wasn't moving at all. He waits until I pull the shit out my pocket.
I'm pretty sure that's not. It doesn't just feel that way. I'm pretty
It's
sure
like, oh, isn't that cute?
the bosses
Oh,
in
you wanna get your
Sekiro
health back?
specifically
There's like a
have
little-
attacks they do.
There's like a
when you
little
heal.
No, that's
command
not the type
in
of game this is.
the healing function. It's like a trigger
Attack now.
Yeah, trigger attack. Like
But at the same time, almost every one of the attacks that come at you
fucking me.
while you're healing, generally also are pretty much a
I
free
wish I had more
parry.
alcohol. I do have more
They're
alcohol. I wish I
the
was drinking.
they're generally
That's my.
nice enough to the timing that the attack would hit you
God
while you're
damn it,
healing is
like-
right after you have enough time after
that
healing to do
7-piece
something
combo,
about it.
I'll block like, well, not well, but I'll block a good amount of it, and then I like lose all my posture on the 6th one maybe,
Yeah.
and then the 7th one just ends my life.
I'm wondering.
Honestly, I don't even like. I just keep hitting him. Like I constantly just keep attacking, so he doesn't even do that move anymore.
I
There's
wonder.
been some times where I just run away when I see like if I block
Oh,
the first
yeah.
two, I'm like, oh, I know what's coming, so I just run. But sometimes I
Um,
just get caught in that shit.
There may actually be a skill that neither of them have that reduces the amount of posture damage you take overall. And now that I think about it, I bet that could be the key to why they're having so much more trouble with this fight. I want to say there's at least 2, maybe 3 skills on the skill list that just straight up make it to where you take less posture damage.
Oh my god, this game is bad.
I'm gonna
This game
tell
is
them to
bad.
check.
I hate this
Give me a
game.
second, because I'd be real
I fucking
interested.
hate this game. I want to die.
You said there's a skill? Hold on, I'm looking at my skills now. Oh wait, I can't look at the skill tree. So Aaron, you'll have to do it at the.
I know, I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Tristan, your volume's a little low.
I don't, if it's a monk skill, I can't see. I don't think it's a monk skill, but I have like every other skill. Yeah, there's one skill that reduces it if I parry. But yeah, I hate this game. I want to die. Why can't I use the Mortal Blade? That's the entire reason I have it, but I'm still over here fucking around, not taking this seriously. How do I use it? Wait, hold on. How does one do that?
Don't you just equip it?
Can I use the? Well, yeah, the Mortal Draw, but like.
Yeah, it uses your spirit emblems, right? Ah, fuck. I paused at the worst time.
Okay, you couldn't hear any of this stuff I told him over commentary. I mean, over regular chat, but I pretty much told him about checking their skills, using some of their combat arts and stuff to do more damage on openings. Doesn't seem like there's another skill that they don't have for regarding posture damage, so I might be wrong on that. There might only be one, and they already have it. That was the only other thing I could think of for
I fucking don't.
why
I don't
they're having
care.
so much more
I just
trouble.
keep attacking the first guy in like steady strokes, and then he doesn't attack me, so I don't fucking care about this guy. Please, Ishin, just keep doing your strike move on me, and I'll keep blocking it, or Makiri countering. I just want that over and over.
Aaron doesn't seem to be going for the parry on the dual strike that he just ran away from anymore.
Oh, of course.
Which I think was
I
really
should've known.
working for
I
Aaron.
can't attack him there.
Wow.
Because if I
didn't
do,
block
then I
that.
die.
Working for Aaron's in Aaron's favor. He was really good at getting those parries, but I feel like he doesn't want to take the risk anymore. Meanwhile, Matt is. But it's just like he's still making too many attacks from time to time, or too many mistakes from time to time.
Hey chat, if you think we're doing good, press
We're doing terrible. We're awful, Aaron. We're actually the worst at this game. Like, this is not fucking good. This is terrible content.
Press 1 in the chat if you're having fun.
Oh, press 0 in the chat if you want us to play Apex or Smash Bros. Melee.
Press 69 in the chat if you want us to die. Oh, somebody left. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh god. At this point, I want to stream some snipe battles. Some snipey fun boys.
Aaron's chat just to type in 69.
Honestly, if I would be down for that when we're done with this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because it's gonna happen. We're gonna be done with this.
Come on, Aaron. We got this. We got this, Aaron.
Yeah, we have this. Yeah,
we got this. We got this. We just gotta.
This is in my way before we play Sniper Battle Royale mode.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This
Battle
game is
Royale.
easy.
This game is easy.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
I sent Aaron 69 in the chat, meaning I want them to die.
No, I'm dead. I take it back. I take it back. I'm bad at this game. I'm really bad.
It was all a ruse.
Anybody that's watching to know that we're worse than it looks like.
You said we're worse than what?
That it looks like.
Oh.
We spent more time on this last boss than most people would would speedrun this game.
Yeah.
In this one boss fight, we spent more time than complete speedruns.
That is factual.
Oh, that was way too early by Matt. That was
Check no lies.
an entire fucking lifetime too early to parry that.
All right, this is the last one.
Let's say 10:30. Let's say 10:30. 11 if we're feeling really close.
I just want to beat this game.
I know.
I don't know if they can keep paying me for commentary.
Oh yeah,
if
let me
they're
see the skill.
Their budget for commentary is going to run out.
Mortal Draw.
Okay. Let me see. Acquire skills. It was under what tab?
It's a combat art.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Night jars. Yeah, I'm not even really using that anymore. I tried it a little bit. Yeah.
It just takes so long.
I feel like I think that's what's keeping him from doing his move, and then I'm just not doing my move because I've just had very little time to use it. I don't know, but I know it would be useful if I could like use a heavy one. Let's see, what is this? Living
Force. Okay. So on this run, Aaron's doing really well while I was having that conversation with the guys, kind of giving them a little bit more help. answering questions. Aaron's almost done the
wait.
first 2 phases
I
of his
have
fight
that
perfectly, judging from
Ooh.
the amount of healing gourd he has. He started using the Mortal Blade art, the Mortal Draw art, which I think made him do a lot of damage early on to the first
I need
phase while we
that.
were
This
talking
could be the
about it.
run. This could legitimately be the run.
Yeah, Aaron's made it to the final phase of Ishin perfect. He has 9 uses of his healing gourd. He has 2 resurrections, although he'll only be able to use 1 during this phase of the fight. He gets the first lightning fucking reversal perfectly. This is looking like the run, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a hype in the chat. This is it. I already know it. This is gonna be it. He gets so many opportunities to have something go wrong and finish this off, and the rest of Ishin's attack, not that different from normal. He's got this in the bag. This is the run. We finally get to see the end of the Sekiro race. All right, he made a noise that indicates that it's not going to be that free. Oh no, he messed up that lightning reversal and he takes a death. Okay, listen, still keeping the hype high. He's got plenty of heals left. Ishin's taken a ton of damage from that first lightning reversal, and as long as Aaron keeps his wits about him and he doesn't get too greedy, oh god, he needs to heal. He's still going to do it, obviously. This is the run, ladies and gentlemen. He's 100% going to beat him. We're not going to have to watch this fight anymore. It's going to be pretty great, and everybody's going to be super hype. Here we go. Aaron moves in through the fire. He jumps right in front of Ishin, but he messes up the timing on the jump, and he takes that damage. He heals, manages to get the parry on the overhit attack. Takes another 2 big attacks. He needs to get some distance, gets another heal in. Aaron's scrapping at this point. He's got 4 more heals left. Another lightning chance. He gets the hit. He's done a ton of damage at this point. He's gotten further. Another lightning reversal. He's doing it this time, ladies and gentlemen. He's gotten 2 lightning reversals in a row. He's on his last legs. He's got 1 more heal. He needs to not get too greedy. Oh, he takes a big blow to the face. Tries to go for another heal. He's down to 2 more left. His posture is super low. Does another heal, manages to get 1 in. He's got full health. He gets the Makiri counter. He only needs a couple more good hits and parries. And that noise means it's over, ladies and gentlemen. I call it when I see it.
George Bezos.
Did you win?
I calls it when I see
Please
it.
tell me you won, Aaron.
I didn't.
You
And
didn't?
just like
Did
that,
not win?
Aaron.
Boy, kill him, fucking kill him.
And with this last death
no,
blow.
Wait, what's happening?
Uh-oh.
Why can't I do it? Oh
Uh-oh.
no, my controller's in the way. What's going on? Oh.
Aaron may have fucked
Aaron, what's happening? Please tell me you're winning.
it. Okay, there we go. Aaron almost fucked it.
Please.
And with this blade slice, Aaron wins this Sekiro race.
Tristan, I want to use a hit coin
In the
to
year of
find out
2021.
What the fuck is going on with Aaron? Did you win? Please just tell me.
I won.
Yes!
Yes, Aaron won the race, if it's not obvious enough.
I thought you said I didn't. That's why I was like, what? I didn't understand what he was saying. Congratulations, Aaron. You freed us from
Big
this hell.
congratulations to both of our contestants.
I swear you said you didn't. I was like, what? What do you mean didn't?
No, I said I did it.
Oh, did it? Oh, I was like you sound really happy. How did you not win?
Suck my
Finally.
dick, George Bezos.
Aaron came
Where are
so
the big
close to
George
fucking
bitches,
it.
Aaron?
He went into the last phase with perfect everything, and he ended the fight with 1 heal left.
I got 4 of the lightnings, but I missed like 3 of them, and they almost killed me. I had like
Oh my
a
god.
pixel left of HP.
That is nuts.
Oh my god. That was the run, and then it wasn't, and then it became the run. That was like if you beat somebody like 4-0 and you had 1 match left and they were about to reverse sweep you, and then you somehow pulled it off. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've done it!
On the other hand, if Aaron had lost that round, I think he would have given up
I'm
the
gonna
entire
finish this run.
race.
I think I would have been. Yeah, I think I would have been done. I think I would have been so done.
Meanwhile, let's play some sniper fun time.
Oh my god, I feel so.
I'm gonna beat I'm gonna beat him off stream.
That's fine with me. So this may be the end of our stream tonight. We're gonna let Aaron's final cutscene play out, and then I'll talk to the guys and see how they want to handle the finish. But
everybody, put some 69s in the chat, please.
But officially, Aaron Logoszr is the winner of our Sekiro race. Officially, I think Matt's already gone offline as fast as possible. He might not have meant to do that. Let me get sound from Aaron at least. Yep.
No, I didn't turn off the stream. Or did I? Oh, it's because I went to another game.
Oh,
Yeah.
What is he
I closed the game
Oh.
immediately after
Oh my
that
god.
shit.
Why am I the scope?
So, finishing the game this way, Kuro dies,
We could play a few rounds of this.
and
Hold on. I need to
and
understand.
Aaron.
After you watch the
I need to understand.
the big
No
booty
doubt the day
bitches.
will come. Oh my god!
So this is the
What?
regular ending,
This
pretty
is
much,
bullshit. How does
that
this
most
make
people
any
will
sense?
see.
What's going
Wait,
on?
hold on. I need. Wait, Tristan. I have one hit coin.
Do I?
Please explain to me and only me what the fuck is happening. How does this make any sense?
Yeah.
One
text it to
second.
him.
I need to understand how this makes sense. Because right now this is creating a paradox that I am disliking.
No, I don't have to text it to you because it's not. You guys just did like the regular run of the game. You didn't do all the steps needed to get like the best ending, which you're not supposed to really the first time through.
So just tell me what you saw, Aaron. I don't care.
I end up being the sculptor.
I kind of figured that was going to be the
Why?
thing.
Well,
Because
I mean,
because there was a
straightforward. Kuro died.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you severed his immortality.
Yeah.
But you can take steps to make sure he doesn't die in that ending, and you don't end up just the sculptor.
Okay.
The only reason I thought it, I was just
Whoa, whoa,
suspecting
whoa,
it
whoa,
because
wait,
I'm like,
wait,
they
so-
never told me his name or nothing. I was like, I feel like, and then eventually the sculptor is gone, and then you have to sculpt the stuff yourself. So I'm like, oh, so I'm a sculptor now. I'm like, oh, I bet I'm like.
I never got
probably him.
to that. I never noticed that. I never got to
Yeah,
that point.
yeah. I went back one time and he was gone, and I was like, I'm sculpting my own
Yeah,
shit. So I was like, oh, I'm a
If you
sculptor.
go, after at the latest part of the invasion phase, the sculptor's no longer in his hut, is what Matt's talking about.
Okay.
Spoilers, it's because the sculptor has become the hardest boss in the game. At that point.
Oh.
You hear that, Aaron? The sculptor's the hardest boss in the game. We suck still. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, now I want to fight him, but I'm so tired.
Nah, you don't want to fight him.
I mean, it's not impossible to do. At least it's not hard to get to him.
Do you automatically go to New Game Plus, Tristan? After
That's
that?
what I was trying to remember. I think I don't remember honestly.
Because I think the Souls games after Dark Souls 1, they made it to where you don't immediately go. So I would like to think Sekiro follows that new train of thought where you don't immediately go.
Yeah, I would guess also that it doesn't take you out of it doesn't. I don't think it does. Although I'm not sure. Yeah, and then I think it gives you the option to pick what phase of the invasion you're in when you want to warp around. So I think it pretty much just gives you full access at that point. But I'm not sure if you can get. I don't think you can get different endings that way though. You have to do the stuff to get different endings from a clean run.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But you can go back and fight
The ending is done, but you can still explore.
Yes, and that includes, I think, going back to fight that boss if really wanted. All you do to get to that boss is just go back on the initial path phase of the invasion.
Do we want? Hold on. Hold on. I'm switching my stream over to talking. Hold on. Do we want to have a post race interview? That's up to Tristan. That's Tristan's commentary guy, man. No, you're not. I told you. I said it. Wait, why is wait, man, what is it? So, I'm going to talk. Video capture. Okay, that's why. All right, so I'm gonna put Elgato over here.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It seems like you already switched games too, so.
Yeah, we can still talk. I don't care. It doesn't.
There's nothing
It doesn't
for you to
require
talk
much.
about. You didn't finish the fight.
I mean, yeah, I didn't know what Aaron was talking about.
I'm saying post game interview. Like, let's
How are we gonna have a post game interview with Matt when he's not in the post game?
Well,
Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to the
that's because
interview.
Matt sucks. If you want to,
That is
if you want to
indeed
interview him,
the summation
if
of
you
it.
want to interview him, you can totally interview.
No, you
him.
don't interview me. You're the one that finished.
This is something that we both did. So I mean, I am down with that.
I didn't beat the boss.
But at the same time, you came within not far of beating the boss, so you still did 99% of the game, just like Aaron did.
Yeah,
on some
yeah.
level.
I mean, that is, yeah. He beat the guy, but we both beat everything else. So
Yeah, we'll do this post game interview because I think there's still stuff we can talk about between the both of you, but I want you guys to be able to hear me.
it would help. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you are able to turn up your volume at all, it would.
I am not.
Okay. Okay,
That's why
no
I'm
problem.
trying to change what I'm talking to you guys through.
Okay, no problem. This stream was brought to you by St. Arnold's,
Legos.
Texas. Brought to you by Texas
Legos.
St. Winter IPA, Texas. Get it
Balcones,
now while
bourbon,
supplies
bourbon,
last.
Balcones,
I think these
bourbon,
are only sold
bourbon.
until February, and they are gone. I think these are only sold until February.
Hold on, I gotta go tell my fiance that I beat this game. Hold on, I gotta go tell my fiance that I beat this game.
I beat this game. Get on the bed.
Hold on.
I beat this game. Get on the bed. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I had it muted. It sounds a little bit better.
Anybody's still there.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I had it muted. I
She's
can
divorced
a
me.
little bit better. I can lower my game.
Wait,
volume.
to start play 2
I
number
can,
2 if you choose not to start play 2
I
number
can
2.
lower
No,
my
start
game.
play 2 number 2.
Okay, so you can wait.
Logical to now. You may do so.
Yeah, so just don't do it.
You
Okay,
will not
so
be
you
able
can
to
wait.
return to the current playthrough number 1 upon starting playthrough.
Yeah,
You
so
will
just
not be able
don't
to return to the current playthrough number 1 upon
Yeah, that's
starting
how all
playthrough.
the other.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yeah,
Can
that's
you
how
hear
all
me
the other.
better at this
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. I mean, I guess I don't know what to ask. There's so many questions running in my mind for such a wonderful Sekiro player like yourself.
You mean it comes with the territory, you know? It is what it is. You mean it comes with the territory, you know? It is what it is.
First of all, how much better do you think, as a professional Sekiro player?
Honestly, I had way more fun with any of the Sekiros that I did with any of the.
I had way more fun with any of the Sekiros that I did. With
I
any
had
of
like
the-
significantly way more fun with Sekiro
I
than
had
did
like
with
significantly
any of
way
the other
more
Souls
fun
games. I felt
with
like
Sekiro than I did. with
I've specifically
any of the
felt
other
like
Souls
Sekiro
games. I felt like
challenged a
specifically
part of
felt
me
like Sekiro,
as a player
challenged a part
that
of
I
me
haven't
as a
gotten
player
besides fighting games.
that I
than
haven't gotten
the other Sekiro
besides
games,
fighting games,
or then the other
than
Soul games
the
usually
other
just
Sekiro
challenge how
games.
patient I can.
or
be.
then the other Soul games usually just challenge how
So yeah,
patient I can be.
I love this game. This game is fucking awesome.
So yeah, I love this game. This game is fucking awesome.
Right,
That's a good answer.
I'm gonna edit this video to like get all the times where you're like, this game is ass. This is the worst. This is the worst game.
Miles said he was gonna edit all of those stuff together, so maybe he'll do.
Miles said he was gonna edit all of those stuff together, so maybe he'll do it. Oh fuck it.
That's true. I might do it. Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
You'll do
This
it.
game sucks.
This game sucks dick. This is the worst.
This is the worst game I've ever played.
Oh shit! He showed me who's
worst game
better.
I've ever played.
Oh shit! He showed me who's better. Fuck.
Yeah, I did play 2 number 2.
Holy shit! You just what?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did play 2 number 2.
I thought you were gonna look around. Holy shit! You just.
No, fuck that. I didn't do it the first time.
I thought you were
ain't
gonna
doing
look
it
around.
again.
No, fuck that.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
didn't do
doing
it the
anymore.
first
I'm
time.
confused.
I don't remember the beginning of this game. Wait,
I don't
why
know
can't
what
I
I'm doing
dive?
anymore.
I
I don't
can't
remember
dive
the
in this, so I
beginning
gotta
of
get to
this
the point
game.
to where
But
I
why
can
can't
dive.
I dive? I
Jesus.
can't dive in this, so I gotta get to the point to where I can dive. That game's.
Oh my God.
You're gonna lose all interest. Like.
Oh my God.
I'm confused why you just started the new one so quick.
Yeah, it was just a
I'm
prompt. I
confused
said,
why you
okay,
just
yeah, sure,
started the
fuck
new
it,
one.
I'll
Yeah,
go for
it
it.
was just. It was
And
just
now I'm
a
upset.
prompt. I said, okay, yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll go
We,
for it.
you
No,
even
I'm
said you wanted to fight the sculptor. And Tristan was like, you can do that before you do the new game. And you're like, I want to do it. And then you just start the new game anyway. That before you do the new game.
I'm trying to be the best there ever was.
Start the new game anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to be the best there ever was.
Now that you started a new playthrough, I can bring it to your attention that there is a way to make the game even harder on top of the Demon Bell, which is during the first playthrough, Kuro gives you a charm for protection, and when you start playthrough New Game Plus, you can give that charm back to Kuro.
What does the
Holy
charm
shit.
do?
The rest of your game harder even still.
Holy shit.
Like a
What does the
second
charm
Demon
do?
Bell. The charmer protect. I mean, it's just kind of like the Demon Bell times 2. So like having the charm on you, which he gives you like right at the end of the tutorial, it just makes the rest of the game easier. So when you start New Game Plus and you don't accept that charm or you give it back, then it makes it kind of like it ups the difficulty, and then you can ring the Demon Bell again when you get to that point and make it ultra hard, or at least the hardest it gets. So it's not really considered playing through on the hardest until you play it with a Demon Bell rung and with no charm from Kuro, giving Kuro his charm.
So you can't unequip
Which is
it, you have
kinda
to just
after the end of the
interact with
tutorial.
Kuro to take that off. So you can't unequip it, you have to just interact with Kuro to take
Okay.
that off.
Yeah, it's
So we did
gotcha.
we're doing the hardest we could have done.
Okay.
That first
Gotcha.
playthrough. So we did we're doing the hardest we could have done.
Because we accepted Demon Bell.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we accepted Demon Bell.
Right. Which
You
was
can
now
ring
that
that
you can say fucking
bell. Okay, I'm
Well,
game if you want.
Yeah.
It's not-
that bell.
Well,
You don't get
oh wow. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Well, so wait, so
Oh,
that
wow.
fight,
Oh,
that
okay.
last fight would have been
Well, so
easier
wait,
without the Demon Bell, right?
That last fight would have been easier.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much harder it is because of Demon Bell.
It would
I
be
mean, I don't know
an
how
amount
much harder
easier.
it is because
Some
of
amount.
Demon Bell.
It would be an amount easier. Some amount.
Well,
Yeah.
in the ways it would be easier is mostly just in like
Oh,
the specs
man.
and the
Yeah.
stats, and that you would take
Yeah.
less damage and you would do more
Oh,
damage. That kind of
man.
thing.
He mentioned there were like the Demon Bell makes the stats, you know, harder, and then some fights that we didn't see show up. You know, harder, and then some fights that we didn't see show up.
And
Oh, really?
I was even wrong on the fights. I think that I corrected that in one of the past streams. Where
Oh,
I thought,
really?
like,
The two apes? Oh, yeah, you mentioned you could get there earlier.
The
Two apes, right? Oh, yeah, you mentioned. And that's how you don't see them. Right?
Right. You could do it.
And that's how you don't see them. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I did. So I thought that when I went back and rang the Demon Bell after that, and then I ended up
Okay.
that area, I was like, oh.
So you got there
I gave her the
earlier
charm,
because you
though.
killed like that little shaman or whatever.
I gave her the
guy?
charm,
So you got there
though.
earlier because you killed like that little shaman, or was there another way you got there? I'm guessing. Or was there another way you got there? Hello? Am I? Hello?
No, I hear you.
Oh, okay. No one was responding at all, and I didn't hear
Oh,
it.
Tristan.
Oh, okay.
got lost.
No one was responding
Oh,
a second. I
Tristan,
didn't hear it in return.
got
Oh, okay. Well,
God, remember when this game was like super hard?
God, remember when this game was
Well,
like,
you're at the
super
beginning,
hard?
Aaron. It's like all you do is literally the beginning of the game. All you do is spam R1, and you win. Literally the beginning of the game.
I actually know
spam
exactly where
R1,
I am the entire
you
time.
win.
now.
Remember when I actually know exactly
I will
where I
Holy
am
say-
the
shit, these
entire
dudes are
time.
doing half of my posture.
Holy shit, these dudes
I
are
will
doing
say
half
it was
of my posture.
shit. What was it? Damn, what did I ask? It was shit. Oh yeah, so the way you got there earlier was it you just killed that guy kind of early? Oh yeah, so before you did all those other bosses, you just killed that guy kind of early before you did all those other bosses.
I mean, not on purpose, but it was just like the path I took.
Mhm.
Or either that or the path I took me past.
Yeah, I never found the other path to there, but I could I can see there being one. The other path to there, but I can see there being one.
It's just through the weird.
Oh yeah.
Back to the well when you fought the ninja down there, like the one where you start the game.
Oh.
You just go through the back of that well instead of going through the cave. You know.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You go back there after you have the ability to swim, and then that lets you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Further into the well, but you never have to go back there.
Okay.
That is an option for also getting to.
What was it? What did you ask Aaron about the? You said how he ranked the Sekiros and the Dark Souls, right? What did you ask Aaron about?
Yeah.
I will say Sekiros and being a Dark Souls guy have I will say a lot of respect for Sekiro. Being a Dark Souls guy have it's a lot of respect. Definitely more like you gotta learn this fight than you know you can just kind of you gotta fuck around and do whatever you want to do to approach it. You know you can just I feel like there's more fuck around and you can do that to an extent, but it's really like no you have to. I feel like there's more kind of figure out what you can do that to an extent, but it's really like no you have to kind of figure out what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
It's mostly the lack of.
Yeah.
Mechanics. Like it's not like this game has zero, but it's not the focus.
Yeah, it's just a different style. Yeah.
I think it's more like
it's just a
skill
different.
based.
Yeah.
It's more like,
I
are
think it's
you
more
the one
like
that's figuring this
skill
out?
based.
Or
It's
is it
more
like,
are you
whereas
the
Dark
one
Souls
that's
is like, okay,
figuring
well, do you
this
just
out?
have the right
Or is
things?
it like,
And are you
whereas Dark
patient
Souls is
enough
like, okay, well, do you
to
just
like
have the right
have this
things?
not have
And
this
are
be
you
as
patient
Dark
little
Souls,
as annoying as
it
like
felt
Have
more
this
like,
not-
are you?
have this be
What
as
level
little
are
as
you?
annoying as
Okay,
possible.
you should win.
It felt more
Sekiro
like, are you?
is more
what
like,
level
do you
are
know what the fuck you're doing?
Okay, you should win.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
clearly you don't.
Sekiro is more like,
So-
do you know what the
And,
fuck you're
and
doing?
I enjoy that
clearly
a
you don't.
lot. I enjoy
And,
even
and
as
I
frustrating
enjoy
as this
that
game
a
can
lot.
be.
I
do
even
enjoy
as
very much
frustrating
like,
as this game can
oh,
be.
well, this game is hard.
I do enjoy
because
very
I
much
just
like,
suck dick. in this game.
This game is
Like,
hard
I'm just really
because
bad.
I just suck
And
dick.
that's
This
my
game.
fault. That's
No
no
one
one
else
else's
is just
fault
really
but
bad.
mine.
And that's
And
my
that's
fault.
just the
That's
way that
no one
this
else's
is.
fault
That's
but mine.
how life works.
And that's just the way that this is. That's how life works.
I will say I'm confused with in the Dark Souls groups I'm in.
I'm
like,
confused with
it's kind of mixed where some people
the
will say
Dark
Sekiro is
Souls
super
groups
easy,
I'm in, like
and some people will say Sekiro
it's kind of
is super
mixed where
hard.
some people will say
And
Sekiro
I'm
is super
not-
easy, and some
I
people will
guess
say Sekiro
I
is
can
super
see the
hard.
argument for super
I'm
easy, but you
not-
have to be on top of your shit for it
guess
to be
I
can
considered
see
the
super
argument for
easy.
super
Like
easy,
it does
but you
not
have to be
look
on top
easy
of your shit
Yeah.
for it to be
It's-
considered super easy. Like it
It's-
does
it's-
not
it's
look
always-
easy. Yeah.
It's always a stupid thing to boil it down to easy or hard. It's going to
Yeah.
be, it depends on your playstyle. If you play Sekiro
Mhm.
slow, patient, and you just level up a whole lot, like if you over level for Sekiro, which you can definitely do,
Yeah.
and you don't ring the bell and you just play through clean, then you're gonna find it easy. Like
Yeah.
compared to Dark Souls, especially because it has, like I said, it has so many. Like you noticed, it has a million
Yeah.
fucking bonfire equivalents. You can see.
I did
bonfires
appreciate
from
the
bonfire.
getting in right
That
back
alone
into the
makes
boss
whole
like
game
you.
feel
I did
good.
appreciate the.
Yeah, because it was
Getting
less
them right
bullshit.
back. I feel
it
like-
was less like
I feel like the reason he did
Yeah,
that
'cause it
though
was
is
less
because the
bullshit. It was
bosses
less
are a
like-
lot
I feel
more
like-
like you.
I feel like the reason
I don't know. I
did
feel
that,
like
though,
I feel like they
is because
expected
the
you
bosses are a
to
lot
do
more,
multiple
like,
runs on these bosses.
I don't know. I feel like
in
I feel
Dark
like they
Souls,
expected you to
like,
do multiple.
you know, surely the
runs on
first
these
game I
bosses.
played
Like,
of
in
Dark Souls, I had troubles,
like,
but the
you know,
ones
surely the
afterwards, I
first
might
game
have
I played
like
of
one
Dark Souls, I had
to three
troubles,
runs
but
on a boss. Like
the
I'm
ones
like, okay,
afterwards,
I just gotta not be
have, like,
completely an
1 to
idiot,
3
you know. But
runs on a boss.
so I
I'm
didn't,
like, okay,
I didn't
I just gotta
feel
not be
so
completely an idiot. You know,
annoyed
like,
with the
so I didn't
trek
I didn't
to the boss
feel
battle.
so.
But Sekiro,
So
it's like
I'm-
I
with
just
the
don't know what I'm doing.
trek
I'm
to
doing
the
it
boss
wrong.
battle.
So
I need to keep
I'm-
fighting.
Sekiro is
So
I just
I
don't
liked
know
how
what I'm doing.
quickly
I'm
it
doing
was
it wrong.
for that.
I need to
So
keep
I'm
fighting,
back at the
fighting,
door
fighting,
to where like the last
like
boss
how
fight is, and I
So I'm
just
back
now
at the door
noticed
door
that,
to
this,
where
that
like
the
the last
idol was
boss
there
fight
the
is, and
entire
I
time.
just now
I don't
noticed
know
that
why
that
that's
the idol
interesting.
was there the entire time.
Wait,
But
what?
it's,
Say
I
again?
don't know
it's,
why that's
it's-
I'm
interesting.
at the door where the last boss
But
fight
it's-
is,
yeah,
and that
that's-
Wait, what?
idol is
Say
there.
again?
I'm
the
at the
time.
door where the last
Yeah.
So like
boss
that's
fight
something
is,
I
and
didn't
that
notice
idol was
before,
there
but
the
for
whole
some
time.
reason that just makes me
So like
excited.
that's something I
like,
didn't
oh,
notice
that's
before,
there.
but
Like
for
that's,
some reason that just makes me excited.
I know
Like,
now.
oh, that's
like,
there.
well, now you know that's where
I know
everything's
now,
gonna go
like,
down.
this is so cool.
well, now you know that's where everything's gonna go down.
The other thing is, like, I pointed it out on commentary as Aaron's kind of going back into this the initial boss fight again. But if you watch Sekiro, because he's been
Yeah, you
down-
you were mentioning some
when-
fumble
during
shit.
the cutscene when he goes to grab his sword, he like fumbles it,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah,
every time,
you were mentioning some fumble shit.
Yes. So over the course of the game, every time he pulls out his sword, he gets more steady with it, more good at it as the player gets better alongside him. But he's completely fucked on this first one, so he's just like, let me show this guy what I'm gonna do. And he goes for it, and he's like, oh, one more second. And then he grabs it again. And then he gets his arm cut off, and he fucking loses.
Yeah, I looked at IGN beat it when the game came out, and you still lose your arm and beat it. It's the same ending. It's like it's just like congratulations.
It's a story
It's the
thing,
same
but I was
ending,
wondering like, oh, do you
Because
just
it's
not
like-
get
it's
anything?
Congratulations.
But I was wondering, like,
I don't
oh,
think
because
they
if
got
not, then it's like
anything.
there's no point in fighting.
Yeah, it's totally
'Cause if
pointless.
not, then
It's
I don't
just
think
a
they got
bragging
anything.
right thing, I would say.
Yeah, it's totally.
But in Dark Souls, there
It's
was
just
actually
a
benefits
bragging right
for those
thing, I would
types
say.
of early boss
But in Dark Souls, there was
beatings.
actually benefits.
Like
for
in
those
Dark Souls 1,
types
if
of
you beat
early
the first boss without like
in
going
Dark Souls
through
1,
the
if you
level
beat
to
the
getting the
first boss
weapons,
without,
you know, like if you just beat it with like
going
your
through the
broken
level
sword
to
and
getting
shit,
the
like
weapons,
they give you like the boss
like if
weapon,
you just beat it with like
which is something most
broken
people
sword
don't
and
get
shit,
until
like
New Game
they
Plus.
give you like the boss
And
weapon,
Demon Souls,
which
if
is
you beat the
something
boss,
most
you get
people
like
don't get until
access
New
to
Game
a new
Plus.
area where it's got a ton of
Demon
souls,
if you beat the boss,
so you can get like easy level ups
access to a
early
new
on.
area where it's got a
I don't
ton of
remember Dark
souls,
Souls 2 though.
so you can get like easy level ups early on.
Aaron
I don't remember Dark Souls 2 though.
Aaron
I would imagine he would be able to beat him, right? Because he's got all his abilities now. I would imagine he would
I also
be able
have
to
like 7 flasks.
beat him, right? Because he's got all his abilities.
I also have like 7 flasks.
Okay.
You don't have any resurrects though.
Still, I would imagine he's in.
Okay. Still, I would imagine he's in.
Also, he gave
Aaron's
Yeah,
like,
fuck
let's
that. I'm
let's
doing
fucking
what I gotta
go.
do. I'm on my fucking job.
Yeah,
I would
fuck that.
I would
I'm
say it's
doing
still
what I gotta do.
let's fucking
I'm on my
overall
fucking job.
better.
I would say it's still overall.
Aaron almost died, but he managed to get a heal.
Hey, at least he doesn't have any lightning.
Now he's on phase 2 of the fight. So yeah,
Hey, at least he doesn't have any lightning.
yeah, Aaron. That's all
Aaron, you were pissing me off because
the rest of the way. Like it all came
like of how many
Aaron,
times
you
you
were
made it to the
pissing
last
me off
phase and it sounded like
because-
you just kept fucking up on the lightning.
Like of how
I was
many
like,
times
can
you made it to
Aaron
the
just
last
figure this
phase
shit
and it
out
sounded
so
like
we
you
can
just
be
kept
done with
fucking
this
up on the
race?
lightning?
Like,
I was like, can Aaron just figure this shit out so we can be done with this race? Like,
He did like the last round too. He kind of like started taking my advice. I told him to maybe just start avoiding it altogether.
yeah,
And he said he was for a while and kind of like just not going for it.
yeah.
And I think it got to the point where it was just like right in his face. He was in his face so much.
Yeah, I'm glad. I was getting upset.
It worked
I
out.
was like, damn, the
Yeah,
race is so
I'm
close
glad.
to being
I was-
done. I
I
don't
was
have to worry
getting
about this
upset.
shit.
I was like, damn, the race is so close to being done.
I didn't want to quit. I wanted to actually lose. I mean, I was still fighting.
I didn't
was
want to
trying.
quit. I wanted to
I
actually.
just,
I
I just,
beat
I,
him.
I just knew
I mean, I was still.
it wasn't gonna
Just
go.
I
trying.
beat him.
I knew
I
as
just
much
knew
progress as Aaron was
wasn't gonna
making
go-
that he was going to be the one to win
I knew
first.
as much progress.
I was
as
still
Aaron
trying.
Was making
I-
that he was
I
going
just
to
kept
be the
fucking
one
up.
to win first. But I was still trying. I just kept
After-
fucking up.
After Aaron didn't do it immediately in the first
Yeah,
15
I
minutes,
got to the third
knew
phase
he
only
couldn't win
once.
anybody's game.
Is the problem?
Yeah,
But, you know,
I got to the third phase only once.
fine.
Like I knew I could.
Honestly,
Like I knew I could.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean, it would have only given me a
Oh,
slither
yeah.
of HP. Like
I mean,
I
it
really
would've
just
only
needed to
given
get
me
the
a
boss
slither
patterns
of
down,
HP.
which I started
Like,
to.
I really just
I-
needed to get the
I
boss
would say I
patterns
did
down, which I
Genichiro
started
a
to.
lot better than the first day I
I-
did that shit.
I would say I
And
did Genichiro a lot better than the first day I did that shit.
Definitely.
yeah, and
You stayed calmer and you managed to make him definitely a lot more progress.
Yeah.
If you had kept going, you would have gotten through like within a reasonable amount of time tonight.
Yeah.
And it's also like, you know, during the process of getting those prayer beads, you might have run into more items that you could have used. It came down like this stream, neither of you were really using the full potential of your like ninja weapon skills or any of that because you guys were just so focused on getting it over with, which I don't blame you.
Yeah.
That ended up slowing it down, especially in your case where you would need more of that backup stuff in order to kind of give you the edge to catch up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
neither of you did horribly. That fight is a hard fight. So it's not like you were actually.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sekiro. It's
I'm
meant
not.
to be the final
I'm not
boss
sure.
fight, even if it's
I felt like trying to use any of that stuff just wasn't helpful.
Trying to use any of that stuff just wasn't helpful. Like
the main one. Well, you also didn't get the main one I used, which was if you.
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah, I forgot about the hit list.
I beat one of the headless, and it's like, oh, if you
Yeah,
I
forgot about the
beat
hit
one of
list.
the headless, and
So I
it's
was
like,
like, well, whatever. I'm not gonna
some HP,
I'm not gonna
it gives
do
you
that.
Spirit emblem. So I was like, well, whatever. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's one of the 4. The other ones all give you infinite candies uses.
Yeah.
Emblems instead of the item in your pocket. So like that red candy that would up your pocket.
Yeah.
You can get that.
That would be so much better.
Spirit emblems to do instead, not help.
That would be so much better. So, do you have to have the candies in your inventory? Also, so do you have to have my god, that's so great. Inventory?
No,
also,
it just replaces the.
Oh my god, that's so great. I saw that one time and I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
And I was just like,
saw
why
that
is there two
one time and I was like,
this game
I'm
sucks
getting
dick.
the
Just
fuck
like, why
out.
is there 2 headless? This game sucks dick.
The area you were in has a headless, and then he has like a ghost, like an illusion headless as backup.
Yeah, I ran into that one.
Headless in the actual castle, like Ashina Castle, like in the moat around it.
I ran into
That's
that
the
one.
that Matt ran into. There's the one you're talking about, Aaron, is in the Divine Palace, and there's only that only counts as 1 headless, even though there's like a backup illusion. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other things to get thoughts on. I think it was a really fun
viewers.
to watch.
This is Call of Duty. Hey viewers, ignore. This is Call of Duty.
Honestly, I don't even.
Ignore. I'm taking a break from Sekiro. I'm on Call of Duty.
I messaged Miles and I said, Miles, I won, and he said, LOL. I
messaged Miles and I said,
fuck it, asshole. Fuck you.
He was he sent me a text. He was like, you could do this like the last time we did a stream. He sent me a text. He was like, you could do this like the last time we did a stream.
Dude, there was one guy like 2 streams ago who was all like, oh, Matt can do it. Like, he's so close.
He just has to. The funny thing is, I was like, I'm really not that close at all. The funny thing is, I was like, I want to do it for you guys. Hey, if we had a Demon Souls race, I mean, hey. I want to do it for you guys.
Well, of course it'd be different.
Hey, if we had a Demon Souls race,
on a game that one of us is playing.
different. On a game that one of us is playing.
Farm your way to win.
All right, I have to beat New Game through New Game plus 7. Aaron just has to beat New Game. I have to beat New Game through New Game plus 7. Aaron just has to beat New Game.
Listen, no, the next frontier.
That sounds good.
Oh, I will do the fuck out of commentary. I'm so fucking down for that. I'm super excited.
I'm so fucking down for that. I'm super excited. I love this game. Like
I started downloading Sekiro during the stream, so I was like, I'm not sure how long this is gonna take.
I do not like this site. Oh my god, this is awful. I do not like this site. Oh my god, this is awful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Don't overshadow.
Hey, baby, give me my fucking respect. You better fucking respect me.
Is that all gonna? Are all those names gonna fit on the plaque?
Put some respect on it.
There's gonna be like that. All those names. There's gonna be like that SpongeBob, like Smitty Worman, Shane Wings, and then they get like a plank of wood to extend because they couldn't stand the shit. And then they get like a plank of wood to Woods logos because they couldn't. Best Sekiro man ever. Woods logos.
Honestly.
best
Wow, I
Sekiro
cannot
man
I
ever.
honestly-
fucking love this game.
Man,
It
Wow,
is
I cannot.
fucking love this game. Is
And it won. It
Man,
actually won Game of the
I-
Year too for the Game Awards.
like, man,
And it won. It actually won Game of the Year too for the Game Awards. The one that's like chained up.
Back to the giant boss, like the first giant mini boss. He's already.
The one that's like chained up.
Yeah, I'm almost to the castle.
He's actually at the first samurai.
Yeah, I'm almost to the castle.
Now you're actually doing a
It
speed
doesn't
run.
take very long. Well, like I said, that's the other thing is like even when you're doing new games.
Now you're actually you don't have to speed run. We don't have to dick around anymore. Like where do I go? What is this? What is that? You know, we're just like okay. I go here now.
Like, where do I go? What is this?
Yeah, I will say that was fun.
We're just like, okay.
It was nice, especially seeing the commentary. You're like, okay, Aaron went this way, Matt went this whole complete different
especially
way.
seeing the commentary.
Like, let's
you're
see
okay,
what happens.
Aaron went this way, Matt went this whole.
Oh, Matt did these things that like gave him so much more than Aaron
Oh,
did.
Matt
Aaron
did
is
these
fucking
things
around
that, like, gave
because
him
he's
so
still
much
looking
more
around
than
and
Aaron
not
did.
finding
Aaron is
anything.
fucking around.
Oh, maybe
Because
I
he
should.
keeps
I can't believe you didn't see that
that
giant ass
maybe I should
castle like in,
not do
after
that.
like
I
the
can't believe
horse
you
guy.
didn't see that.
I didn't. I was so
giant-ass
focused on like
castle,
getting
in,
further
after,
than
like,
you.
The horse
I didn't.
guy.
I was
But,
so
like, I just
focused
didn't
on
pay
like
attention
getting
to that.
further than you. That like I just didn't pay attention to that.
I get why it happened. It's not, I don't know how much. It's kind of a big deal, and at the same time not. I don't think it would have affected you a ton if you never went back to that castle, but it's probably for the best that you did. Just in case there's something I'm not thinking of that you would have missed. Well,
Yeah,
wouldn't have been able. I didn't get that castle, which is
yeah,
for your
yeah. He did.
Matt didn't end up needing it as much, but Aaron used it quite a bit.
Yeah, he did.
But overall, I mean,
I got so dumb.
pretty tight. If Matt didn't just get like.
What did you do?
I
got
got
real
no, we
stupid?
talked
so
about it.
dumb.
Remember, I got stuck on like
What
the
did you
two
do?
guys I didn't have
You
to
got real
fight for like
stupid? What
30
did you
minutes.
do?
Oh, no,
We
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Remember, I got stuck on like the two
The
guys that I
Honestly,
the guys that I
the reason
defeated
why-
3 times.
Honestly,
The reason why I didn't
guys that-
fight them is because I
the
was
reason
like,
why
I
I
don't know
defeated
how
3
far
times.
The
away
reason why I
Matt
didn't
is.
fight
He's
them is
just
because I
going
was like, I don't know.
if I
how
deal
The
with
far
only
this,
he's
reason
going
I
to be.
fought
He's
them was
just
because I
going,
didn't see
like,
the path.
If I
Like
deal with this, he's
I
going
kept
to
getting on
be
the
gone.
tree,
The
but I
only
didn't see
reason I
the
fought them was because I didn't
grapple
see the
point.
path.
Like I kept getting on the tree, but I didn't see the grapple point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I'm killing them by making him fall, so
Yeah.
maybe
And
that's
then I was
not
like,
gonna
oh, I'm-
actually trigger a win.
I'm killing them
so that's
by
why I
making
kept
him
redoing it
fall,
like
so maybe
over and over.
that's not gonna
And
actually
it ended
trigger
up
a
just being
win.
awful.
So that's why I kept redoing it like over and over.
Yeah,
And it ended up just being awful.
yeah. It was just a
I'm not sure what he's
it was a brain fart moment.
here, but I know
Yeah, it was just
Oh
a
shit!
it was a brain fart moment.
what am I gonna say?
Oh shit! I have no more ammo.
Aaron, what do you think if you can even remember back, what do you think?
You said my what
Favorite
my favorite
boss.
bosses?
Gonna end up being the last
Favorite boss,
You said
unless
my,
you have
my-
multiple.
What
I
my
guess.
favorite boss is?
Favorite boss.
one? Yeah.
Favorite
Okay, yeah,
boss.
just one
Unless you have
boss.
multiple, Aaron.
Honestly, my favorite boss might be Lady Butterfly.
Okay, yeah, just one boss.
Honestly, my
I think,
favorite boss
uh,
might be Lady Butterfly.
I feel like Lady Butterfly was the
I think,
boss that like kind of
I feel
made
like Lady
me
Butterfly was
like
the boss
respected
that
this
like
game.
kind of
Lady
made
Butterfly
me,
was pretty
like,
much like
respected this
the
game.
boss that kind of
Lady
turned
Butterfly
all
was
of those
pretty much,
gears
like,
and was like,
the boss.
okay, this is how
kind of
you
turned
have to
all
play
of
this
those
game
gears
because
and
if
was
you
like,
don't, you're
okay,
gonna
this is how
lose
you have to
everything.
play this game because
And I was
if
like,
you
okay, well
don't,
now I
you're
need to
gonna
learn
lose
how all of your movements go.
And I was
I
like,
need to
okay,
learn
now I
when
need to learn
when I
how
need to
all of
block,
your
how
movements
I'm
go.
supposed
I
to
need
block,
learn when
if I can
when
run,
need to block,
and all
how
of
I'm
this shit.
supposed
Like
to
I
block.
had to give
If I
this
can
game
run,
mad
all of this
respect.
shit.
Otherwise,
Like,
I just
had to
lost
give
immediately.
this game
So I think
mad
Lady
respect.
Butterfly might be like
Otherwise,
my
I just lost
favorite
immediately.
boss.
So I think Lady
because of that
Butterfly might be
reason.
like my favorite boss because of that reason.
Yeah, and it goes back to what Matt was saying about people considering the game easy. I think part of it is because like I mentioned to Matt before, I think the majority of bosses have like a big glaring weakness that you can take advantage of if you are aware of it. And a lot of those players that call it
Mm-hmm.
will say that just because they looked up their weaknesses ahead of time. Like Lady Butterfly is not as bad. If you use shurikens on her when she's on the wires, then you knock her out of the air and you get a lot of free posture damage that way. There's stuff like that where nobody who's playing this game through a lot of time is usually gonna figure out the intricate weaknesses. They'll do a lot of like the general stuff, like they might use Inchi Munji or something like that, but they won't like pay attention to those openings too much. Besides like the firecracker stuff, which that was also a big scare.
Yeah.
Neither of you got the firecracker that you had to go back to
Yeah.
that was a pretty big weakness. That's kind of just like a general useful one.
I think there's multiple bosses we haven't done because we haven't done the real owl
There's
fight.
multiple bosses we haven't done because we haven't done the real owl fight.
Right, that's one, and then there's also the sculptor, and then the rest may actually just be mini bosses that don't count as like bosses. If I off the top of my head, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
He's parrying me the whole time.
I might have to agree with Aaron on Lady
he's parrying
Butterfly,
me
but
the
if
whole
not
time.
Lady Butterfly, I'd say
I might
the,
have to agree
the
with
monkey,
Aaron on Lady
just 'cause-
Butterfly, but if not Lady
I don't know.
Butterfly, I'd say the monkey, just because.
I
don't know.
really wish.
Yeah,
That you guys
it is the most
going into this race, but I
shown boss of the game.
Yeah,
and everybody
it is the most shown boss of the game.
Yeah.
the most fucked up moment of this game. To know about it.
I feel like the
Yeah.
monkey is like
I feel like
the reason why it's so
I feel like the
iconic
monkey
is because
like
it pretty much teaches me
the reason why it's so
you can't
iconic
fucking
is
trust or
because it
like
pretty
or
much
like
teaches
expect
me,
anything good
you
to
can't
happen
fucking
out of this
trust
game
or,
at all.
like
you
expect
just have to
anything
expect
good
the
to
worst.
happen out of
That's
this
the
game.
Like,
one
this whole
time in
game
like
is the
you just
any
have to
Souls.
expect the
Well, I
worst.
will say there's
Like,
one
this
other
whole
boss.
game
That's
is
the
the
one
Souls
time I can think of.
any Souls.
There's
well,
literally
I will
one
say there's
boss.
one
Dark
other
Souls
boss
3
in
had a
Souls I can think of.
DLC boss where
There's literally one boss.
it
Dark
was
Souls 3 had a
like a
DLC
3-phase
boss
fight.
where
You beat the first
it
phase,
was
it triggers a cutscene, so you
like a
know another one's
3-phase
coming.
Fight.
But after
You
the
beat the
second
first phase,
phase,
it
it's
triggers a
like you
cutscene,
have
so
a
you
window
know
of
another
like,
one's coming.
you know,
But
some
after the
time
second phase,
down, you know,
it's like
downtime.
you have a window
And
of like
that is the only
know,
other boss I
some
can think of that is
time
similar
down,
to
you know,
the monkey.
downtime.
But
And that is the only other boss I can think of that is similar to the monkey.
yeah, the problem with
But-
the monkey is, yeah, it shows you like the critical
Yeah, the
whatever.
problem
It
with the
says,
monkey
oh
is-
yeah, you did critical,
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
it shows you
know?
like
And-
the critical whatever. It says.
Yeah,
oh,
that's what I
you
meant.
did
Yeah,
critical,
the
blah, blah,
Shinobi
blah,
execution.
you know?
So when you see that, you're like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah,
The only thing I-
execution. So when
the
you
only
see
thing
it,
I
it's
will
like, you're like,
say-
No, it just
Oh,
fucking.
oh,
this-
whoa,
the
whoa,
only
whoa,
thing
whoa,
I-
game just
whoa.
lies to
I-
me.
I
will say-
I
Oh,
will
whoa,
say
whoa,
on the
whoa, whoa.
Sekiro,
The game is
you
glitched.
do at least
I-
see
I-
the fog gate is still
I
active.
will say
if you're
on
paying
the
attention.
Sekiro, you do
Tristan.
at least see the fog gate is still active if you're paying attention.
Tristan.
Yes. Yes, I see what you're
What are you
How did
doing, Aaron?
How did I
You're on your own.
die immediately?
You did this
How
to
did I?
yourself.
How
What are
did
you
I
doing, Aaron?
die immediately?
You jumped off the. Well, all the Dark Souls games have a fail state of if you're just falling for too long.
Wow, this game.
Midair, 'cause you should be dead.
Wow, this game.
But Aaron got stuck on a cliff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this
10 seconds and then it killed him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this
Which yeah. All the Dark
this
Souls
game
games
is
have
this
that
game is ass.
situation.
This game is ass.
No, I did. Well, oh, I didn't. No, I got the idols. I didn't rest at.
No, I did.
Well,
Well,
then-
I didn't. No, I got the.
It should
items,
still
I didn't
count.
rest
Just
at them.
just interacting with them will count.
Yeah,
Well, then-
I'm traveling back to them
It should
now.
still count.
But, like,
Just-
I was
just
like, oh,
interact
why
with
did
them
I?
will
I'm
count.
usually in the regular game. If you
I
fall
was
off the
like,
cliff,
why
you
did
don't
I- 'cause
die
usually in the
immediately.
regular
Well,
game,
it'll
So I was
take a
like,
big
why
chunk
did
of
I-
your health.
like,
So if you
don't
didn't have
die
any health,
immediately.
then
So
No, I had full
Well,
HP.
it'll take a big
Oh.
chunk of your health. So if you didn't have any
No,
health,
I had full
then-
HP.
yeah.
No, he did, but
Oh.
it's because of the height of the fall. in this
Yeah.
case. You didn't die from falling into the pit. You died from falling
Or
too long, and technically, if you hit the
or
ground
maybe
after
it's
that,
because Aaron, like you said, was in a really
counted as you falling
weird
into the
spot that
or maybe
the game
it's
was just
because
like,
Aaron,
okay,
like
we're-
you said, was in a really
you're dead now.
weird spot that the game was
Yeah.
just like, okay, you're dead
Well, that's
now.
what I mean. That's how it treats it. It treats it as you falling a super far distance and then hitting the ground. So, like, I was on the run.
Yeah, you have to jump real fucking high for it to
So
trigger.
rare for you to be able to be high enough to
Yeah,
fall on
you have to
ground.
jump real fucking high for it to trigger.
Yeah, you probably have to fall off. Like, jump off the top.
I would imagine, because I know I triggered it at I forgot where. I was like,
Oh my
I
god,
would
this guy
imagine-
did
because
like
I know I
90%
think I
damage to
triggered
me.
it at I forgot where.
Oh my god, this guy did like 90%
Snowy
damage to me.
Mountains, I think.
Yeah, that first giant is still a real bitch.
I'm dead.
But I don't know when we might do the.
I'm dead.
If we do the follow-up stream, maybe like I don't know, like tomorrow, because we're already getting back to everybody
Oh, I
has to go
don't
back to
have-
work and stuff. So I don't know, but
I mean, I'm
be
Oh, I
semi-ideal.
get to take my blood and revive. Okay,
I've,
here.
I've drunk too much beer
I
tonight.
will to take my blood and revive.
I haven't drunk enough.
I've drunk.
I mean, I'm down for
I haven't
whatever.
drunk enough.
I've been
I mean, I'm down for.
I am so ready to commentary. I'm like, that's the only thing I care about right now.
I'm like,
God, this game is so
I care
fucking
about
good.
right
Why haven't I played this game earlier?
God, this game
now
is
I kind of see there was a point where you were like, oh, I don't want to buy this game, but I want to play it, and I let you borrow it, and then you were like, then you're like, okay, how about you just sell me the game? And I was like, no.
I
because
appreciate.
I might want to play it, and you were like, oh, fuck it, you're not even playing the game.
I might want to play it.
And now I get it. Now I completely understand.
And now I get it.
I feel like
why is he so adamant about playing this game that he could just go buy?
I was like, why is he so adamant about playing this game that he could just go buy?
No,
I
this game is good.
definitely-
This game is a good game.
He just being a little
I
bitch about
owe
it.
all
this
of
game
my
is good. This game is
progress
good.
in
I'm dead.
Sekiro to Tristan because I needed like a push.
Progress
Like,
in Sekiro
to get me
Tristan
to
because
want to actually
I needed like a push
put time into this game.
to get me to want.
You
to
gave me just
actually
enough to where I actually wanted to
put
beat
time
it.
into
Like,
this game.
like it was right around the
You gave me
time
just
I
enough
guess
to
I
where
beat
I actually wanted to
Lady
beat it.
Butterfly maybe.
Like it was right
I
around
was like,
the
okay,
time,
actually
I guess I beat.
want to
Lady
like do this
Butterfly,
now.
maybe?
Like I'm invested.
I was like, okay, actually.
But before that, I was just kind of
want to like do this now.
What am I
Because I know there was like a point when
before
we were
that, I was
talking
just
about,
kinda-
or we were
Because
playing
I
the
know there was like
first
there was a
part.
point when we were talking
And then we did
about-
like the
we were
first
playing
session or
like
the first stream.
and then we
were
did like
yeah,
the first session,
yeah,
the
we're
first
playing the
stream.
game. And then during the second
and then
stream,
you're
you're
like,
like, mid-stream, you're like, okay, now I have to
During
beat
the second
this.
stream, you're like,
Yeah.
mid-stream, you're like,
And I
okay,
was
now
like,
I
got
have
it.
to beat
We
it.
got it.
yeah.
And I was like, because after, as soon as we started the first stream, I was like, okay, I'm kind of figuring this out.
As
And
soon
then I
as we
started
started the first
fighting
stream,
Lady
I was like,
Butterfly,
okay,
and I'm
I'm
like,
kind of figuring this out.
okay.
And then I started fighting Lady Butterfly, and I'm like,
I can't just be losing. That's not fun.
I can't just be losing. That's not fun.
And here I am, fucking 36 hours later, some shit.
And here I am, fucking 36 hours later, some shit.
Actually, the other set of bosses I was thinking of that you only fight is the other two. So there's a bad.
I got the regular one.
You guys just got the regular one.
I got the regular one.
I'm like, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm like, all right. I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm like, all right. I give the man his props.
Yep.
I give the man his props.
So if you to the owl fight, if you don't go with owl, then you get the worst. In which case you then at that point you have to fight Lady Emma, and then you have to fight King while he's just like an old man still, and then you get taken over by Ashura, which is what originally took over the sculptor and left him as the sculptor. He got two bloodlust. That's what Ashura is. So you become like the embodiment of pure rage and death by going down that path. And that path actually ends up that way. Actually, you fight Lady Emma, you fight Ichin, and then I fight.
So that's why he's carving so many Buddhas. Because he kept saying, like, oh, I was
So
consumed.
that's why he's carving
with,
so
like,
many
blah, blah, blah.
Buddhas. Because he kept saying, like, oh, I was consumed with, like, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, he was a fighter that was just as good as you are, if not better. But he did it while the war was still going strong. So he was out on the battlefield killing way more people. And so the spirit of Ashura would take him over. And that's what happens at the end of the game during the regular playthrough. Is once the bad guys invade the castle, they go up to fuck with the sculptor too. And all those years of rage have been built up, and he's forced to release it again. And so you have to go defeat him as.
Oh, so if you do the bad ending.
Of Ashura, and that's why he's the hard.
Oh, so if you do the bad ending.
Oh.
No. Actually, that one was just like if you could have done that.
Oh.
So that's yeah, because you don't get the final phase in the bad ending. The bad ending, you kill all the good people. And you don't have a reason. You're not trying to save Kuro anymore. So you get up to the spot where you fight.
Wait. So.
Kill all the good people. And the game
This kind of reminds me of Demon's Souls a little bit.
Is the sculptor
but better.
So
So
while
kinda
I'm
reminds me of
playing the
Demon's
game,
Souls.
is the sculptor me or is it just somebody
While
else?
I'm playing the game, is the sculptor me or is it just somebody else?
So he is
Well,
a
yeah,
sculptor. He is not you.
So
prosthetic and gave you the arm.
okay,
Yeah,
because
he's
the
another
reason
sculptor.
why that I was
He is
asking,
not
like, okay, I need you to
Okay,
make
because the
this
thing
make
that
sense
the
was
reason why
because
that I
it
was
seemed
asking,
like
like,
I was the
need you to
sculptor
make
the
this
whole
make
time.
sense was because it seemed
And
like
I know there was like the
sculptor
I'm going
for
back in time to the old like
And I know there
memories
was
or
like
whatever.
the,
but
So
I
you're
was
just
like, wait,
becoming
is that some
to
a
the old,
sculptor?
like, memories or whatever. But I was like, well, is that
So
some
you're just
bullshit?
becoming a sculptor? Okay, but you are two
doing the
different
same
people.
thing that the sculptor pretty much did.
Okay.
Okay,
Kind
but
of
you are two
semi-
different
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Yeah, the sculptor definitely is a different thing. Yes,
Okay.
There's nothing psychological
Okay.
going on there. It's just because Aaron didn't see the sculptor being gone.
Yeah, no, I thought I was
Okay.
the sculptor the whole time.
Yeah, no,
I was like, what kind of fucking
I thought I was the
fucking,
sculptor the whole time. I was like, what kind of fucking?
I'm trying to remember the
fucking,
guy. I don't remember his name. The guy who made
M. Night Shyamalan?
I'm trying to remember the guy. I don't remember his name. The guy who made
M. Night
Christopher
Shyamalan?
Walken, whatever. What kind of Christopher Walken
Oh.
ass movie is this?
Christopher Walken?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
kind of Christopher
Whatever, I was
Walken
close
ass
enough.
Yeah, that
Christopher
guy.
Walken?
Yeah, you know who I was
What?
talking about. What kind of fucking Tenet bullshit is this?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what I was talking about. What kind of fucking Tenet bullshit is this?
Yeah.
Pretty much, you lost your reason for living because you broke the iron code to protect Kuro, and now Kuro's dead, so you don't really have
Okay.
anything to do. So you just spend the rest of your days doing what the sculptor did. Because otherwise, you
Okay.
just going for no reason, and then probably leading to Ashura. It's still an okay ending because Kuro got his wish, and he's not. The immortality was severed. They can't use it. Like Genshiro can't use it the way he wanted to because he put a stop to it during the final boss fight. But otherwise, I think they were going to continue using Kuro's immortality to bring back more than just Ishin. Possibly, I'm not entirely sure what the entire plan was, but it was something along those lines.
The
it
fake
also
one?
has stuff to do with the other divine child.
The fake one?
Who was holding on to immortal. No, not the
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were fake divine children. I thought that was the whole thing. Like there was only one divine heir, but there was other divine children that were like
one
fake.
divine heir, but there was other divine children that were like fake.
They were trying to create
okay.
children, and only one succeeded.
Okay.
Otherwise, so the monks at Senpo Temple were trying to breed immortality into the divine children, and they succeeded with one, and all the rest got real fucked up.
Okay.
That's also why that dude on the Dark Knight, the Dark Souls boss, the Armored Knight, is there. He seems super random, but the reason he yells Robert when he falls off is because his son is sick and dying, and he has like a kid who's dying. So he heard, and the only he couldn't find anybody who could bring his son back to life or cure the disease. So he heard of the immortals of Senpo Temple, so he brought his child there with hopes that they'll be able to make him immortal as well. And that's why they just asked him in return to protect the temple, and that's why he was there fighting you to stop you from going in. And that's why he yells Robert when you knock him off, because that's the name of his son. But
Because I remember like picking up like some type of item and kind of
I remember
like a
picking
diary
up
or
like some
a
type
whatever,
of
like a
item
journal
and
entry
kind of
or some shit,
not like a
and it was
diary
talking
or
about like some
whatever,
kid
like
or
a
somebody
journal
named
entry or some
Robert
shit.
like coming
And it was
into the
talking
temple
about like
or
some
whatever.
kid or
And
somebody.
so that's why when he said Robert, I was like, oh, okay,
coming
well,
into the temple.
that's his
And
kid.
so that's
or,
why
like,
when he
he's
said
connected
Robert,
to
I
him
was
in
like,
some
oh,
way,
okay,
and I didn't know like all
that's
the
his
pieces
kid, or
of
like
it.
he's connected to him in some way, but I didn't know like all of the pieces.
Nah, you guys are obviously doing like a speed run and you weren't reading everything. But even then, it's hard to put together unless you I looked up a lore video after seeing that part, because I was also wondering again exactly how it all fit together with him. But yeah, a lot of the details are a lot easier to put together than in a not making it better, but they're more straightforward to put together as long as you just read the right stuff. There's no riddles. There's no
Yeah, I feel like with Dark Souls, there's lots of NPCs that are doing their own thing.
Dark Souls.
I feel like in
There's
Sekiro,
lots of
everyone's
NPCs
kind of
that are
doing
their
the
own
same thing. So I feel like in Sekiro, everyone's kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, everybody.
So,
for the most part, everybody you run into in Sekiro is either on your side or they're part of what's going on directly around you in the present. There's not a whole lot of this is a guy who.
Yeah, it's just a different way of doing it.
And that's not a negative. That lore is really impressive.
It's just a different way of doing it.
Yeah, but
it's more focused.
Care about what the fuck is directly going on in front of you while you're playing.
I mean, I feel like
more focused.
I feel like some of the stuff that was happening was like directly affecting.
Some of the stuff that was happening was like directly affecting.
Right, so like one of the things was like the old lady whose dad was like in charge of the big ass carp, who we like were supposed to be letting free, and it's like, well, the whole thing we were doing at the very beginning of that whole like the palace head or whatever, or the fountain palace, whatever, was like trying to get to that point.
Or the fountain palace, whatever, was like trying
you know
to
what
get
I mean?
to that point.
But it's like that whole thing was like affected or directly affecting what we were doing.
That whole thing was like
because we were figuring out and learning like what her shit was while we were just playing.
Because we were figuring out and learning like what her shit was while we were just playing the game.
Yeah, there's a couple of NPC quest lines like that. That one is pretty much like runs on its own. As long as you just play the game, you do the stuff for the lady anyway, because she just wants the nobles dead, and you're gonna kill them anyway. But there's a plenty of like side NPC content, and it's not just like, oh, go talk to the guy and then go kill another guy.
Like the pinwheel one.
Oh my god.
Like the pinwheel one.
Yeah, you can give him like the wrong.
Oh my god.
Like that monk was trying to like pretty much be with the children of the temple because he was just like a nice monk who didn't know he was too dumb to know what was going on, but they just put him in charge of taking care of the children and playing with them. And he
for the
them,
flower.
So he's asking you to give him the pinwheel. Well, he asked you to whisk him off.
For the flower.
Yeah, well, yeah, he wants the flower first as a reminder, I think, and then that makes him happy to where he just wishes he was with them, and then you can actually use the...
Oh, okay. I thought, yeah.
Whisk people away.
Oh, okay. I thought, yeah.
And you can actually use that on him at that point, and that's like the full correct path to take, I think, on that particular one. If you give him the wrong pinwheel and then do that, then he just ends up back, you actually whisk him away from where the monkeys were hanging out. And he's just there on his own. But if you do it correctly, he's there and the children are, like, the spirits of the children are with him there, and you can go see him and hang out with them there. Hardly any of the NPCs are just, like, gone after after their quest lines are done.
Oh, I got an invite for,
Black guy.
He's talking about Call of Duty. Oh, I got an invite for,
Oh, wait, are you? Wait, what
black
guy?
Call of Duty.
What black guy?
No, I'm not.
Oh, wait, are you?
Wait, what black guy? What black guy?
The Black Samurai. There's one Black Samurai, and that's also who
Black
lady,
Samurai.
the Oren, the ghostly lady, is asking you about when she's like, "Do you know where
Black
this
Samurai.
so and so is?"
I don't know if I ever met him.
I'm trying to remember was the Black Samurai where, like, in the room where I start the game?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes. He wasn't in there, but he was on the path to it. And then you ran into him again. I think right before that big hole you jump down in the like behind the castle. You go through that part with the dudes who die like twice, and then there's like big giant hole you jump into that leads down to like the snake dudes. He's a samurai, but you don't really see his sword. He doesn't have his like sword at the ready. You'd have to pay attention at that point. But either way, he's like the only black guy in the game.
I do not remember.
But either way, you definitely remember running into like that gross surgeon who's down there. He's got like the white mask.
All right, what location are we talking about?
The depth, like the dungeon behind the castle. Pretty much the same. You know, remember like that where those like skinny old like in the mines almost. It almost looks like a mine area, and everybody in there dies twice.
Oh, that guy. Okay, that area.
Yeah, and then there's like the one NPC down there who's just like a dude in all white.
I don't think
like
I did that.
Assistant. You talked to him.
You were there.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Well, the
stream.
underground passage. I only saw, like, the white...
Yeah.
The dude in the white. I don't remember, like,
the surgeon.
Yeah, I don't remember. Because he had, like, a thing was like, oh, you go down here to deliver this, like, message or do this thing.
Now,
I never did
the
it.
Black Knight, I'm not remembering, though.
Yeah, the Black Samurai... Aaron didn't run into him the first time because he never went back to the tutorial well to run into him. But
okay, I know what you're talking about then.
Yeah, I saw from like the commentary that Matt went and did a thing that I didn't do, but I just tried to ignore it. But like,
so either way, what Matt ended up doing inadvertently by not listening very carefully is, so the surgeon down there asked you to send him people, good bodies for their experiments.
Oh yeah, he did want me to do some shit.
Yeah, and then like you ended up talking to the Black Samurai, and the Black Samurai was like, I just don't really have anything to do in my life. And then you pretty much just told him, hey, I know you should go down to this dude in the dungeons. They should be able to help you. And then you send him down there, and the surgeons pretty fuck him up. Like they kill him. They do experiments. But that's just one way that's just one way that quest line gets in.
Holy shit.
So you can do that, and then you can also send the other guy they want is somebody real big, so you can send that same monk that you can do the child quest for. You can send that monk to the same surgeon too.
That's cool.
Oh my
If
god.
you do all of that, then they fuck them all up, and then your reward for sending them all down there is absolutely fucking nothing. They all just die, including the surgeon.
That sounds
and the
very
doctor.
much like Bloodborne,
shit.
kind of NPC quests. Like
It's closer to the Dark Souls dude who you save and then he goes back and kills people at the bonfire. It's kind of
it's similar to that as well. There was one of those in Demon Souls too. I don't know if you ran into her. You probably didn't because you have to have like pure black character tendency.
I know about the. I watched Eris do stuff, so I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I kind of looked into those. Also, so like.
But she's very simple. She's more like just kill these people.
Yeah. She just
It's very basic.
But other than
Mm-hmm. Oh. Like, this game is fucking weird and I don't necessarily like it. But I've gotta play it. Yeah. I haven't beat Skyward Sword yet. No, I went on like a week's long journey to beat it, but then I played it and I just could not get past the flying. It just felt so weird. Which is my own problem. I need to beat that game. Well, now it's time to speed run Skyward Sword so I can beat that, right? That's the way it works, right? I had to take a break. Say what?